Alex melts away and vanishes, replaced by Cyrus.
In handcuffs?
Whoa.
Yes.
Yo.
Yes.
It's taking a turn.
He
Except that his eyes are wrong. They are filled with piercing blue light.
Oh damn, this room is about to get good.
got blue eyes too.
17. Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. This probably isn't going to be a big deal. Where'd my unarmed strikes go? Oh well.
This is where I get power word killed.
Oh
One night
no.
spell.
He's not a wizard anymore. He's a single-celled amoeba that's just gonna try to grab you. Oh my god, natural 20. Yeah, you get shoved into his pocket. You get shoved into John's bag of holding. Gone.
Not again! Twice in one day!
Do minor illusion and create a top hat, milady.
Just like
Just walk 10 feet away and then
You need her. She's so angry.
If you ever milady me, I will punch you in the face.
You'd have to be a lady first for me to milady you.
Excuse me?
Nothing, Grandmaster. I would never dream of disrespecting you in that way.
You have no idea what's going through her head right now. If you were perhaps a little bit more perceptive, you would see the face of somebody who never wanted to be a mother, who never planned to be a mother, who's dedicated her life to gathering power so that she's never in a position where she's vulnerable again and where she won't be used for anyone else's purposes ever again, and yet finds herself having to talk to this teenager about drugs. Like, never anticipated this and is now trying to figure out the best way to go about it. Okay.
when a mummy drug and a daddy drug love each other very much,
Okay.
they do a special cuddle.
Shut up, like day.
You know, I've
There
been
will be
saying
no
if,
next time. Come on.
if at first you don't succeed, you can keep trying until you succeed, I think, is the
I'm a
saying there.
trash cannot, Mason.
No.
I'm a trash cannot.
Got it. Remember the conversation that we had earlier? I think some concepts can apply here about how, you know, when you're in your own emotions, you feel like you want to do the thing right now, and sometimes you don't want to do the thing at all, and that's right now. But then you have friends or people that
I'm gonna die
you know
alone.
know, Garnet, you're gonna be okay. Let's just. Can you take some deep breaths? We can do it together. We can do it together.
Who am I gonna take to the blue gala or whatever fucking color it is?
So it's just this guy trying to be summoned.
He's trying to summon himself.
I will go have my shadows teabag the teleportation zone. Proceed to teabag.
I need you
in
to
an
roll,
effort to taunt.
I need you to roll a persuasion check to convince the Phoenix Knights not to immediately smite the hell beast that you're riding on.
The horse I'm on? Well, it's because I'm riding the horse. They need to be persuaded not to
Yeah,
dismount
because it's
me?
evil. It's a fiend. It's in league with the Infernals. It is an abomination that must be purged.
But this is a baby.
A malevolent. It's not a baby. As it as it paws at the crushed skulls of the devils.
Eats the corpse of its former rider.
The two Phoenix Knights sort of look at each other.
It's fine.
And they're going to steel themselves against the malevolent force attempting to rise. Knock, 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 knock.
Wake up, bitch, we're going shopping.
Yep, this tracks. Yep, sorry, Balvi. Go back to sleep again. Goes.
Cat butt.
Cat
Goes, answers the door, probably steps outside. Just to not disturb Belvy.
They would have gotten Athalor first because he's on the way. How would they have collected Athalor?
Small girls, just checking.
No, grown men can lift the sword, Garnet.
Well,
Would you like
I
to
could
try?
eat a soul. I could eat a soul like a snack.
But I'm more thinking practical terms about swinging this fucking massive sword.
Well, what if
And
it turns him
honestly,
evil?
I'm sorry, but
Evil
your
child.
arms...
His legs not. Hi everyone, welcome to the Scuff Show. I'm your host, John Scuff. Give me a sec here. Welcome back to Book of Dawn, Ioth Academy. I'm your host, John Schmiegel, and I am joined today by Crowan, Leg Day, and Lemon Kiwi in our 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons Magic School campaign on episode 182 out of 8. Crowan, how's it going?
It's going decent. Sad I missed last week. Sometimes my work schedule griefs, but you know, happy I don't work today, so we get to D&D. Yay!
I remember when I worked at Disneyland, I got my schedule like max a week in advance.
Yeah, I get my schedule on Thursday every week for the following week. It's like
Yeah,
kind of
that sounds about
cringe.
right. That sounds about right.
Scuffed.
Yeah.
But we're all out here trying to pay our bills, so never worry about it. Legs, my guy, how you doing at 2 a.m.?
There's untold lore about gnomes working at Disneyland.
I haven't.
You,
I never
you
said
can't,
that.
you can't just skip past that one. I'm not gonna lie. This requires
All
this
right.
requires expansion.
All right. Before we do that, Lemon, how
Are
you
you
doing?
goofy?
I'm good and also interested in Disney lore. So,
Okay. So when I was in college from 2006 to 2010, one of my summer jobs was working at Disneyland because I lived in Orange County, close, like on the border of LA County and Orange County. And I worked there, and I was a ride operator on Star Tours. And I did that before they revamped it with 3D. Like back when they had the robot that was voiced by Pee Wee Herman, like OG Star Tours. The uniform made me look like a giant blueberry. It was like this blue thing. I also did, sometimes I was the guy who would tell you that you can't go this way with a flashlight during parades and traffic or during Phantasmic. They cross-trained me onto Autopia. I hated Autopia because it was outside in the summer in the smog because those are gasoline cars. And I could either wear the pants, which I would swelter in, or the shorts and look like Super Troopers. I tried both of them. I ended up embracing the pants and just melting to death. But okay, because of Star Tours, after the video would play, I would do the pre-flight safety spiel. And I haven't worked there for 15 years. And it goes something like this. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Star Tours. Today's flight is brought to you in part by Wookiee Cookies. They're chewy. Please stand all the way behind the L line until the orange doors in front of you open. Once those doors open, please proceed all the way across the cabin, filling in every available seat. We ask that eating, drinking, smoking, flash photography, video recording, Jedi mind tricks, or lightsaber duels while on board. For those of you traveling with young Padawans, Jawas, or Ewoks, we'd like to remind you there's no lap sitting aboard this flight. Every passenger must have their own seat and seat belt. Your flight will be boarding shortly. Thank you for choosing Star Tours for all of your intergalactic travel needs.
You
Wow,
remember
you
that
still
for your
have
whole
that.
life.
Please tell me you have done a sci-fi campaign where you've done that spiel.
No, I haven't. I haven't.
What a waste!
Normally, my wife just makes me do it at social gatherings.
do the Star Tours.
Hey, do the thing. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't like going to Disneyland anymore, not because I'm like burned out or sick of it, but because I was spoiled. I could get in anytime I wanted with my. I was a seasonal employee, but I could go in anytime that I wanted, and I would go. I worked weird hours, so I'd go on a rainy Wednesday and walk onto Space Mountain 3 times if I felt like it. Now, not only are the lines huge and it's so expensive, but they have all these different systems where you have to reserve your time and like. I don't know. I'm too boomer for that.
You really are a Disney adult or a Disney teenager.
The funny thing is, I wasn't. Like, I wasn't even a Disney fanatic, I liked it, for sure. I was into it, but I didn't collect pins. I didn't like...
My mum hates Disney with a passion, so I've never seen any of the classics. I saw
Really?
The Lion King for the first time when I was like 18 and it came out in 3D.
Why did she hate Disney?
No idea. I think she's just an inherently miserable person.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Just to hate something that everyone loved and found joy in.
Just has that contrarian gene, like, fuck that.
I have the distinct... I am in a very rare category where my favorite Disney movie was Robin Hood, and I didn't end up being a furry. It's very rare.
Oh, congratulations.
It's a neutral. It's value neutral, I think. I think it's more
a
just
huge overlap there.
What was that?
With Robin Hood? Is there a huge overlap there of Robin Hood and Joy?
Have you seen the Robin Hood movie?
No, actually, I haven't. So
Google Disney Robin Hood. Okay, he's a fox. They're all animals. He's a fox. Like Maid Marian is a fox. It is absolutely like one of those pivotal awakening pieces of media for many, many furries.
Okay, say no more. I saw the poster.
You start Robin Hood and then suddenly you're rubbing in a hood.
This has been the podcast section of tonight's entertainment, which is honestly fine.
I have to know the law.
Honestly fine. I am so tired. I did 3 hours of game earlier today. This is like the one day a month that I have 2 shows on Wednesday. And it went really, really well, but my brain is spaghetti.
Is that the more not for Twitch campaign?
That is on the blue site, not the purple site. Yes. It was... it's a comedy. It's a sex comedy, right? I mean, it's not even smut. It's just an R-rated, high R-rated comedy.
Out of your players, how many do you think have Robin Hood as their favorite Disney film?
My players are, for the most part, lewd tubers.
Oh, all of
so
them.
Yes, I'm gonna say 100% of the player base. It's fun. They're great people. They're so fun to have at the table. And now I get to hang out with my friends on Wednesday. So we are going to do
your favorite group.
What was that?
Your second favorite group.
That's not what I said. Hey, look, you do not get to episode 182.
True.
True.
I don't tolerate people for that long. We have spent nearly 600 hours together on this.
That's the kind of privilege that you only get if my second best group of friends on a Wednesday.
You have to be like a gold member or a platinum member, all right, for this to cross that threshold. All right, you chuckle fucks. When last we left our heroes in their 6th year at Ioth Academy, the greatest institute of magical learning in the 4 kingdoms, a great many secrets were revealed. Secrets about Despair's Herald, one of their longtime enemies, original patron of their lost friend Alexander, denied his body by an enormous sphere of annihilation, but preserved from the void by the curse that dictates and sustains his existence. He now plans to use Alexander and the spirit of Naomi, the murdered girl, in order to create a new body for himself and subsume them into himself. The only clue that our heroes have to find him so far, Alexander, the Herald, so on and so forth,
is that Alexander stole the treasure hoard of a dead dragon god before fleeing. And that treasure hoard is likely to contain lots and lots of ancient, strange coinage. Such coinage has been found in the lands south of the Great Kara Wastes. That's the only clue that they have so far. As the governments and entities with which they have aligned themselves start doing more recon and espionage, they hope to learn more. Meanwhile, Garnet is planning a new defense system for the school. In designing it, she realized how effective the current defenses are, but their weaknesses are to some very extreme things. She is designing with the entire group a new system that would protect her home from the countless threats that seek to drag it down and devour its light, like Luminius of old. Athalor, having pledged his hand to a princess of the summer kingdom of the Wood Elves, has now met 3 Huldra princesses, taken on dates 3 Huldra princesses, and has been challenged by the Queen of Tomblair to give one of the 3 gifts he selected earlier to each of them. He must decide who gets what. He's pretty settled on who's getting what. But also, one of them raised the question, does he intend one day to rule his home city of Onderud? Because if he doesn't, the value of him in a political marriage changes drastically. Finally, Mason is trying to resolve the ancient spell, a massive magical enchantment that is literally cast upon all of his ancestors down to him, that intends to bind the golden dragon god, Arix. He has met his original ancestor, the Cambion Consker. Consker says that he is the son of Arix, and that he plans to unite himself with Arix, and that it's a good thing if this spell is completed. Mason left the conversation disheartened. So, today, as Gildan Verge, as wardens and community militias, effectively, carefully watch the entrances and exits of Gildan Verge for any sign of the dreaded Weeping Plague, which is spreading across the Sunswept lands. Athalor must just choose who to give his 3 gifts to. Something is going to contact Garnet. And Mason must try to make some decisions about Consker. Shall we begin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do so.
Where is Mason's head right now after that conversation and with regards to solutions? Because your god told you not to discount the possibility of redemption.
Yeah. Probably for more than he has been probably ever in his life, or maybe like it's, top 2, top 3. He's feeling very doomer right now. It's like, oh, that was not how the conversation was going to go, because there's not a clear like, oh, Consker is like evil, right? It's just like, oh, Consker has been fooled to some way and like means well, but wants very different things. And it's going to be really doomed if they actually happen. So it's like, okay, the possibilities are what? Like kill Consker? Well, that's not just thing to do, right? Like that's not a good solution. At least in his mind.
Carry on.
Yeah. So it is an option, but we can deceive Consker perhaps and try to still join, but in the mirror worlds, but convince Consker it'll still be like okay. But it's really just like kind of feeling like those won't work right now, so has to return to the drawing board, and it's kind of at a loss.
Does he share any of that with his friends Athalor and Garnet?
After some rumination on it, yeah. After a time, probably like over breakfast a couple days, after the fact or something like that. Just be like, guys, I'm really at a loss. I don't know what to do about this.
Is the prophecy like you have to take their hand willingly?
Yeah, we're willing joining, both of us, yeah.
Have you considered cutting your hands off?
Admittedly, that was not something that I had considered, but I feel like with the wording of joining, it doesn't need to just be hand. It just needs to be, some kind of willing contact.
Have you
I would
considered
assume.
cutting off all of Karnscare's limbs? Like little chicken nugget Karnscare?
At that point, might as well just do the whole murder. And just looked at Garnet for a brief moment before looking back to Athlor.
Well, we've killed one son of a god. I don't mind doing another if you need it.
I'm not saying that that's an option I want to do, but I'm also not saying we shouldn't do it if there's truly no better options. But I really want to find a better option. I think all of this, especially with the words of Oryx, I think this can be resolved another way. There has to be another way.
Well, you and Sven could have kids eventually.
Oh, true. You could do
And it
them
could be
instead.
their problem.
That's
Yeah.
so right.
Yeah.
The moment
Yep.
that you have kids, you can no longer complete the spell.
Yeah, that's yeah.
I thought it would just
That's
pass
true.
down because it's like a.
No, yeah, it would.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, Mantra could no longer complete the spell.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's the
There's a timeline on that one at the very least, and we're not like, yeah.
We could clone you. Like magic can do anything.
Magic can do a lot of things.
You could have a point. There's a world where maybe we could have a simulacrum of you that could maybe
To what end?
hoodwink Karnskare into doing something to complete the spell that would put him in a position where we could kill him afterwards.
We could just kill him before hoodwinking him if that's really the plan
True,
of action.
but I'm just thinking of complicated things because you appeared like kind of opposed to the all-out murder beginning.
Yeah, I am. I remain still opposed to the all-out murder. I'm just saying if there's truly no other way, then I mean.
Well, what about your horns? Like the Matrix is carved into the horns of you and your ancestors, right?
Roll an Arcana check, please, Mantra.
Yeah.
Maybe me rolling like am I metagaming? I think I had that understanding, but I'm not
No,
entirely sure.
no. You are acting
correct, I
upon
believe.
understood knowledge.
Arcana 24.
The runes appear on your horns, but in reality, that is an outward manifestation of the spell matrix, the chain of the spell, which is actually your soul. It's more imprinted on your soul, and the runes just sort of show it.
Gotcha. Once we'll explain that to Athor, it's like, yes, they manifest on my horns, but that's not really where the magic lies. It's just me, my existence, me as an entity.
Oh, so that's why I can go while the bodies of your ancestors are gone. It's like a collection of souls. Does that mean the souls of your ancestors are maybe weak link in the chain?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, the reason that this works, right, is that like this spell matrix has been generated over not just distance but time throughout your family line.
Yeah. Gnome's question, am I correct in remembering, is it like stronger over time?
Yes. The more time goes by, the stronger it becomes.
Okay.
And upon death, most of the soul still discorporates and is recycled by Anakra, but that piece of the link kind of gets locked in. The piece of the link that was written upon them gets locked into the greater chain. Effectively, it becomes one, not the whole soul, but that piece becomes one with Karnskare. He's sort of the locus of...
okay.
Yeah.
Whenever someone dies, that portion of the power, whatever, he kind of like absorbs
more
it
runes
and-
appear
okay.
on him somewhere. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it's kind of cool, but that's scary. A weak link in the chain. Well, I mean, it's always for at least as long as I'm alive and don't have a child. It's going to just be me and Karnskare being the two ends to it.
How attached you to your soul?
Fairly attached.
All of it?
Do you mean there might be a... Are you thinking to separate the soul in some way?
Once again, the answer probably lies with everyone's favorite cunt, Tarsamore.
We don't know where Babe is, right? And haven't for a while.
You could make that
No.
the focus of an investigation if you so desire. The Academy currently has a decent amount of power available. Their actual, like, boots on the ground spies kind of suck, but their magic is great.
Well, since we sort of ended last session at Irilek, could Mason just join us and call up
Oh, true.
Face?
Call up Tarsamore?
What's up, bitch? It's me again.
Sup, bitch?
It's an excellent suggestion. You could come along with them to Irilek. This conversation that we're having right now could have taken place at any point in the timeline, and then when the Lord took, was it Grian? No, Saura. Saura you took to Irilek. Saura you took to Irilek, and Garnet went along, and you would have found this out, and Athalor took Saura to the God Vale at the heart, where the archway, where the guard was very happy not to see you. But it turns out that you just came along later.
Yeah.
And the guard's just like,
pop in, hey guys. Lock eyes with the guards. Ooh. Hi.
You roll perception check for me, please.
Perception.
How many stink eyes do you perceive on this island?
Perception's not very good, so 11.
They love me.
You're not. No, that would be insight. We're actually talking about something else. You heard Garnet and Athalor talking in raised voice whispers right before you came down the stairs, but you couldn't make out any of the words.
Okay.
It's very awkward.
It's very awkward. Roll an insight check.
Will do.
Okay, that guard does not approve of your
25.
presence and thinks you should be banned for 10 years. And thinks the fact that an exception has been made, like, not forever. 10 years is, for the wisdom of the gods. It's a less than enough time for your prefrontal cortex to fully develop.
Not even that bad. Oh, the band club. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right,
But also,
get
it's hyper awkward right now. Between Garnet and Athalor.
It is kind of walking into the situation, sees the disapproval of the guard, sees that there is some shit going on. It's like, is this a bad time?
I think this is going well.
What is going?
Dates, I suppose.
I'm just here to observe, refereeing, if you will.
Refereeing.
Yeah, it feels weird to call it a date when it's kind of mandated, but yeah.
It's got the word date right in there.
Hell, I was just finishing
Mandated.
telling Athalor after I called up his dad that, what he looks for in a daughter-in-law is just someone excellent, someone that cares for him, someone who's ambitious, and she lists off a bunch of traits and it, nothing to do with title or politics or anything. And I just thought his input was important, and he's looking at me like I'm crazy. How are you doing, though?
Fine. So, Athalor, you don't think that your father's input is, important in this?
Yeah, Athalor.
It's not like I think my father's input was important. It's just I wish he was fucking here to give it.
That's understandable.
Like at some point you start to value someone's opinion a little bit less when they're doing it from under the fucking lake in Nenri.
Well, he still gave his input. I don't know if they're allowed to not answer, but that's his will.
True. When you get advice addressed from a doom fortress in a volcano, sometimes you take a little bit less heart from it,
Well, who else do you want advice from?
Oh, yours has been okay so far.
Well, good. What do you think, Mason?
I think that Athalor, at the end of the day, should choose what makes him the happiest. Regardless of title or expectations of yourself. Do what's going to be the best for you.
We'll see if I get that luxury. I like them all. I think they're nice, But I don't think there's a major problem here. If I don't get, disintegrated by some great evil will probably live for thousands of years. And there's a lot of time to figure out other options.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to make a call? Everyone got the privilege of having a call. Mason, do you have anyone you want advice from?
Just kind of looking at the guard again. Stares into my soul.
Come on,
Just like,
please.
if
The guard's not saying any. No, the guard's
was-
just, you know.
I'm
If
watching you.
I was allowed to, and I've learned from my mistakes that will not happen again. I swear it. Yes, actually, I was thinking of some of those options involving Conscare, and might be prudent to talk to the old tar some more.
Oh, I'll see if he'll tell you where he is.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't have high hopes, but might as well try.
Almost expert on soul magic.
Maybe it'd be, something that he's actually interested in. It's like, oh, you want a part of my soul, It doesn't have to be the bad part.
I mean, you could. Oh, you sly fucker.
I mean, I learned a few things around you too,
Excuse me?
I mean, this is walking up to the door. It's like, so,
What do you mean by that?
I'll see you in a bit. Walks up the
You
halfway.
approach the stone archway that's completely full, like the opposite of a doorway. Knock 3 times and speak a name.
Knock 3 times and say Tarsamor.
Okay. The gateway dissolves. And on the other side is a figure wreathed in shadow, as if they are wearing rags from head to foot that are caught in a wild whipping wind that cannot strip them from its body. So instead they simply flail and whip and tear, and this creature is clearly emaciated. This must be the presence of Tarsalmor. Focused on something else, hands raised as if in the act of magic, when the figure stops and turns. And its hollow eyes, no details are visible. You can't even make out the fact that it's a skeleton. All of these creatures always appear in some form of silhouette, but the emptiness where eyes should be are definitely pointed at you.
Well, I come to offer something I think you might be interested in, potentially. You deal in souls, don't you?
Yes.
And would you be interested in collecting a part of another soul?
Yes.
Oh, good to hear. I offer part of my own.
The figure looks at you. It says nothing.
All I ask for in exchange is one, that it's a specific part of my soul, and need to locate what that specific part is, and that you could do one thing more for the Academy.
He looks and says nothing.
I suppose if you wanted to agree or disagree, well, you would have disagreed if you weren't willing to at least entertain the idea, I would think.
I would have, yes.
Right then. You could still find your way into the academy if you wanted to, right?
Yes.
And I suppose I've said my piece, and that you could find me if you so choose to agree. And Mason just kind of nods and gives it a couple moments, wait to see if he was going to say anything, but if not, then just exits.
Okay.
So how was the meeting with Bones Malone?
Mason's like breathing. Like, oof, that was scary. It was fine. Seemed interested, entertaining the idea. Didn't get a clear answer, but it wasn't a no. I suppose I'll hear back soon if he wants to do so. He confirmed that he could get back into the academy if he wanted to. So
excuse me, what?
Just asked if he could get back into the academy if he really wanted to, and well, I don't think he was lying, but he said yes.
That's not comforting.
It's not.
I'm sorry, what did you offer to Tasselmore?
A part of my soul.
Oh, hold up a second. Wait, you wanted to... Real?
What?
Okay, so I feel like we're maybe on diverging tracks of thought here. Because there's definitely a world where the part of your soul you're offering Tasselmore has the finish to this spell, and he's very much happy to let an infernal use it to seal your god away.
Maybe more research we have to do, and that
I was
to
thinking
that
you might
end.
know a good part of how to get a small part of your soul, and perhaps, rather than take the part of your soul which makes you a magic MacGuffin of biblical proportions, and go, you know what, villain? I'm sure you could be trusted with this.
It's one of those things, I think. Well, okay, a few things here. Will removing a part of my soul change me? Probably. I don't know in what ways, but I think that might be the smallest price to pay. I'm not trying to murder anybody. Two, I would hope, and again, we have to do research on this, that removing that part of the soul from me would just render that spell inert or severely weaken it, something along those lines. But again, research has to be done. And third, enter in some kind of agreement with Tasselmore, one that's bound by more than just words, that he can't break it and just do whatever with the soul besides. I mean, he can use it for his own power, right? What does he do with souls? I don't know. Fuels something. Sure, he can eat that part of the soul fine.
Our heroes in their research know that he consumes souls to prolong his own undead existence, and also he uses them to fuel powerful works of magic. You yourselves know that soul stuff can be used as fuel for enormous spells, cooperative magic, that sort of thing.
Yeah, he can use it for whatever he wants in his own magical pursuits, as long as it's not, well, affecting me further, or I don't know. I guess that's really it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if he eats it or uses it and it gets recycled into this big, I don't know, cacophony of soul energy, then probably loses some of the potency.
Yeah. Maybe it's a powerful part of the soul, right? It has this however long, centuries long spell attached to it. Surely it has some power to it.
Then it's a dead end?
In terms of it not working anymore?
Yes.
That's the hope.
That's why we're talking to him, right? The #1 soul expert and all-around arsehole.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
It's pretty productive.
I don't think it's the worst idea. What do you think, Garnet?
I think we should kill them. Both of them, actually. But I don't think anyone should be forced to do anything.
Except
kind
die.
of glares at Falor again. No one should be forced to do anything. Ever. Especially if it's not for your own benefit. But the answer's always been simple to me, so I'm just gonna support you guys and the crazy shit you want to do. Whatever you want to do, guys, both of you. Just like Mason said, yeah, do what makes you happy.
Like, I understand you have a lot of people, you know, riding on your decisions, Athalor, and you have to think about your people as well, but you have to think about yourself. You can't help others if you can't help yourself.
Right.
I mean, for what it's worth, I think I do kind of like Saura.
That's
Like not in
good.
like a, you know, political way, in like a would be a thing way.
Like, you can actually see yourself, you know, with her way.
Yeah.
Enjoying the time way.
I mean, it's early days, yeah, for that kind of thing, but it's not like a forced thing, you know.
Yeah. I mean, that's what these were for, right? To, you know, see what the vibes are.
Vibes are good.
Vibes are good. Hope they continue.
Crackling of thunder outside.
Vibes are good, guys. Vibes are good.
Oh shit! If he was at Irelek, he would have been here for the next thing that happens. Okay, so one of the things that happened here, Mason, is after everyone goes back outside in Irelek, there's the gathering of a very rapid storm, lightning, thunder, and then something falls from the Sky Kingdom, literally. And I don't remember if it got Feather Fault, but one way or another, he did not die on impact. It was the Green Knight.
Oh, what the fuck?
He fell to the earth, and he was clutching in his hand a single flower, a blossom from a golden tree.
Holy shit.
He gets revivified by Saura.
Yeah, Saura brings him
landing.
back to life because he was dead.
And he walks off down the beach. Don't know how he's going to get home. He is in the middle of the ocean.
He found his way to Sky Kingdom. He can find his way through an ocean, I think.
He just ends up being like stuck in Irelek. Ends up teaching like fighting skills there or something. Actually, making him a teacher at Irelek would kind of be sick. I'm doing that.
There we go.
The good castaway ending.
Mm-hmm. So yes, the golden flower was procured. It was given to Ariana since she's here and she is the master of flower power.
Nice.
Try and grow
And then, after farewells are said, our heroes would have returned to Ioth Academy unless you had any further business here.
Nope.
Okay. Then it falls to Athalor to decide who receives which gifts. And I have in my notes, I think you had decided.
I think so. I think we're looking at the spirit echo of the ice dragon or white dragon, the Grian, the dancer, who was very impressed with martial achievements. We have the veil for Dietrich. No, what's her name?
Dochen.
Dochi.
For her, and the wine for Saura, who is interested in all things cuisine.
All right. Just taking some quick notes here. Wine. The last
Also,
of the summer wine. Go ahead.
I also have a ring whenever one is necessary from the famine mask loot. But 1,000 GP white diamond ring.
True.
Ooh.
True.
I found this amongst some corpses.
I know. I had it cleaned.
Oh, hold on. Okay, it's good now. All right. At the end of summer is when you are to return to the court of Tomb Lair. It is currently, I don't think then just yet. Oh yeah, it's Sin's Day actually. It's also the High Holy Day. A lot of these don't align because there are 10 dragon gods and there are 12 titans and 4 sovereigns, and they each have holy days throughout the year, and most of the time they don't line up. But Aurix, the dragon god, and Sin, sovereign of flame, coincide. The day between summer and autumn is both of their holy days. That is when that must be delivered. That is in roughly 2 weeks. Like I said, I do have some things that are going to happen, but how would our heroes like to spend those ensuing 2 weeks?
I'm trying to remember what else we might have needed Tarsomore for. So I remember his name's come up a lot.
Mm-hmm.
What other projects he might be necessary
also,
for?
Garnet, you have been given inspiration from a Streamloots card.
Inspiration. I'm still, I guess, working on my plans for Shadow Dick Jutsu.
Okay, can we explain this briefly to Bookmark Man?
Bookmark.
John Bookmark is here.
I guess if you scroll down to the bottom ring Undercroft map,
as you can see on the diagram provided.
Yep.
we have the causeway, or we have the box, the black box. It is gonna hit the refugee settlement, so we still have to figure out how we're gonna displace a lot of poor people or integrate them into the underground. But we haven't brought that up to you yet. But
Okay.
Deliberately, they left you and Sven out of this conversation thus far. That's fine.
Causeway, big castle moment. That big door lets people in, moves around the sphere. But we want to have an extension to the causeway so that it actually connects with the box. And so that we could still use that causeway because it's apparently still very quote secure, and we should still use that apparently. And so yeah, and we were just saying that when you extend the thing, it would just look like that everywhere. And
I understand though.
there was like a doorknob involved, and that
then
was
like
the
everyone can
door.
leave like this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's pretty accurate. Pretty good diagram there.
Yeah. Still ironing out the effects of the box and what can be allowed in or how it works. So I guess that's just what I'm spending my 2 weeks on, along with I guess the measurements of Coxway. So, yeah.
You're like, can I get some third years to go do some like measurements for me?
Yeah.
This is the thing where if you were graduates, you'd have undergrads do this for you.
Oh man.
All right.
All right. When you're done with when you have something like sort of all together, the Muntiori, the Teachers Council, is going to want to see it.
What?
When you have like your presentation complete, you're like, here's what this is going to take to build. Here are the effects it's going to have. Like, all that crap. The council, the Muntiori, are going to want to see it. They don't necessarily get a yes or no. The Archmage gets the yes or no. But if the Archmage makes a decision that everybody hates, it will make her life more difficult. So she still wants everyone to get a chance to review it.
I'll have her review it too before presenting.
Are you on good enough terms with her for that yet?
That's irrelevant.
That's entirely at Garnet's discretion. I'm pissed off about you today.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, this is a one-sided complaint.
She got beef for me.
Not that your grievances are invalid. It's just that, only one of you is pursuing this. All right, Garnet researches Void Box. She's aware something's up. What'd I do? Athalor, what do you spend the next couple of weeks on?
Is Mia Hethel like an expert in metaplanar geometry as well, or just abjuration?
Yeah, he's good at it. He's quite good at it, yes.
Then I'd like to take the Infernal Greatsword up the
Mhm.
Tower of Abjuration and see if we can get any like pinning down of how its like portal generation capacity works.
Okay. He is going to study it, and he'd like to do so with you. If you don't mind.
Yes, I'm happy to do activities with Mia Hethel. This is a bonding experience.
All right. Give me an Arcana check, please, with advantage.
Because I've done all of my little studying. That's going to be
That
a
is
natural 20.
Wow.
Okay. So, it is not simply the geometry of the blade that allows it to cut passages, rifts between the various kingdoms of reality. It is also the infernal power coursing through it. And that power is fueled not by the wielder's contempt, but it was originally imbued into the sword with contempt for the four kingdoms and those who created it, and hate and vengeance for those who turned it into their prison. So it is basically an act of violence in the sword that makes the sword capable of doing that. Yeah. It's also very sharp, and it has some enchantments on it that are designed with metaplanar geometry in mind. But that sort of puts it in contact with the borders between the worlds. And then the sheer loathing for the Emerald Tablets and the Sovereigns and the way things are powers the infernal magic that burns/cuts through.
Well,
it was powered by
the
loathing.
way things are. Just for different reasons. Wonder if there's any soul reefing that could be done to Mantra.
Speaking of which, Mantra, how do you want to spend the next 2 weeks?
Well, researching souls, of course, and how to do things with souls. To the end of trying to figure out, like, one, is it even feasible for like part of someone's soul to like, be separated from themselves, and what happens to that soul afterwards, and can you have it be a specific thing? Would it actually render the curse or whatnot inert?
Do an Arcana check.
Was removed.
Or an investigation check.
Arcana, I will circle myself, ask for guidance.
There you go, bud.
Thanks. Oh, natural 20.
Damn, first roll of the day again.
32.
So
and
we're
then
5 on the go, shall we?
35. 35.
35. Does the 35 pass?
All right, I'll
35
take the
pass,
secrets
yeah.
of the universe for 20, please, Gnomes. No, prep my ass. I hope you know exactly how the soul works.
Hold on. I put myself in a precarious position by doing this bit.
shit.
Hang on a sec.
I know more about souls than Tarsamore now.
Master unfolds himself.
Oof. Okay. Yes. All right. Anyways.
Welcome back.
Thank you. It's good to be back. Okay. Is it possible to remove a part of the soul? Yes. Is it possible to remove a specific part of the soul? Yes, but it's very hard.
Okay.
So
you want to think of the soul as an extremely complicated knot or circuit, where even parts that, like this part, may not by itself be necessary, but it's just part of a loop of different pieces of you. And so if that part is removed, you become disconnected from yourself in this one way. It shouldn't be enough to kill you, but it absolutely would have an effect on you. Likely effects would include a change of personality, weakening of power. A soul is a lattice of vital and psychic energy. And that determines to a great deal your ability to call on other forms of power, even if it's just your own resolve and determination. higher level characters have brighter souls. They didn't start out that way. They became that way over time. So cutting out a piece of yourself could reduce your ability in some way. Mechanically, it might take the form of losing a point of charisma or something else. Doing this surgically is extremely difficult. Doing this in sort of a very just rip it out way, much easier, but obviously much more destructive to you. I don't think there are spells for this. It's going to have to be a piece of custom spellcraft.
Okay, well, that's where Tarsamore might come in if he knows.
What would happen to that piece if it was separated? The link in the chain is active as long as it's part of you. When you die, it is no longer the trigger of the effect. It can no longer trigger the effect, but it adds to what we'll call the momentum of the effect. The power behind it. It would be united with Conscare. If this was destroyed, it would leave this potential energy without its trigger, without the fourth stage of spellcasting. But the potential energy would still exist. It probably could not be directed in its original way, but all that accumulated power would still be there. Just the firing mechanism would be broken.
And it's stacked up physically on Conscare.
It is stacked up physically on Conscare, yes. And spiritually.
Would that part of the soul, if I were to cut that out, also be stacked to Conscare, or would it just be like, say if Tarsamore used it for whatever, just be absorbed there?
Death causes the catalyzation of that piece. So if you do not undergo death, if that piece is separated from you and you don't die, then it's just loose. It does not get united as part of Conscare's power stack, effectively.
Good to know.
Trying to think what else you asked.
I think that was about it, or the main things at least.
This does not tell you how to create the spell that will do this. It gives you definitely the right direction to go, but it mostly gives you an extremely clear understanding of all of this.
Yeah, so basically wanted to understand the concepts behind it all. That was the research, so yeah, we'll see. Good.
Yes.
When Mantra finds out about removing part of a soul, is there any allusion to transplantation of another part in its place?
Oh, wow. So that was something I was wondering too.
Yes. What do you put there? That's the question.
Another part of a soul.
If you put another part of a soul, then that link is going to be strange. It is going to be a strange piece of you. Like it's going to change you depending on what you put there instead. It may not be in a huge way, but it definitely will change you. The only power that is known, that is controllable by mortals, that could possibly fill that gap without any weird side effects would be Dawn Magic.
Yep.
Dawn Magic could fill that gap and just make it be as if it was always part of you, just without that.
Okay. We'll cook. But I would share this with the party after we're all doing our own thing for a couple weeks, but unless there's something else to do first.
Okay.
Does this kind of soul part gnomes relate to like spirit echoes, or are those entirely different things?
Spirit echo would kind of be a broken piece or an imprint. It's more of an imprint left by it.
It's like laying down the path and hoping that like the soul flows along it.
It's more like a footprint. Or blood. It's more like blood. Because if you take out a chunk of somebody, they are now missing a chunk. But blood continuously regenerates over time. But when something is killed messily, blood gets everywhere. And if you happen to have spirit paper, you can soak up some of that spiritual essence that gets spilled. Because and it is connected to them, but it's not like, oh, they're now missing a part of themselves. Like if they somehow got revivified, you having an echo of them would not harm them in any way.
Gotcha.
But it could serve as a very good link to them for sympathetic magic. Like a very effective thing for scrying on them or whatever, but it's not like they'd be missing a chunk. The soul cage scroll that you used to capture Tarsimul that one time, different story.
And soul cage can be used on dead things, right? Things that have died in the last X amount of time.
Let's take a look at the spell. I might have taken some creative liberties when you originally did that. I don't know if it should have even worked on Tarsimul, but it did, so that's canon now, and we're going to ride with that being the effect.
That's our soul cage. That was a physical one as well.
Exactly. A humanoid, it works as a react. You cast it as a reaction when a humanoid dies within 60 feet of you. You have to be like right there to just grab it. But there are other forms of magic, perhaps even darker forms of magic, that could be used in other ways.
I'm trying to find a way to get some dragon soul in mantra, you know? I'm just poking around.
Oh, fair enough.
Just donate some dragon soul.
I mean, Oryx's day is coming up. Maybe they're down to give you a 0.5% of themselves.
Just a little bit. 0.05%.
Please, sir, may I have some soul?
Yeah.
Garnet. You are abruptly targeted by a sending spell.
Okay. Targeted scared me.
By fireball.
Just trying to pick the appropriate voice here.
Oh.
This will do.
We are Venom.
I've heard you're hunting us down. Care to explain why?
I recognize the voice. Yeah, I was like,
it was not Untermuller. It's like sometimes I use like my voice to do different characters, you know, with no voice modulator. I'll pick something else if I can. It sounds very grungy and reedy, I would say. Like for me to do it properly, I'd have to probably harm myself.
Oh.
So I don't recognize the voice.
Correct.
Okay. I'll think of a response. Carry on.
Okay. Garnet has a super high intelligence and thinks of it immediately. We are mere mortals who need a little time. It's fair. It's totally fair. All right. While you ponder what you're pondering, I will realize that I closed Roll20 at some point.
Where'd it go?
Where'd it go?
Probably when we started drawing the coming dick on the side of the academy. Like, you know what? I don't need more of that in my life.
That's possible. It's like, that's enough internet for today. And don't forget to tune into Altspace on.
I'm trying to think of places where we might have a fragment of a soul of a mantra.
I guess we don't need it theoretically, but if there is one.
I have response one.
Okay. What is your response?
She's like confused because she doesn't know who this is. So she's like, I'd like to know who I'm speaking with. That may make the difference between a hunt and giving you an autograph.
Okay. The response comes about an hour later.
Damn, he had to think longer than I did.
Long line at the commissary for a sending scroll.
Yeah, it's bad right now. Ah, yes, this guy. Yes.
I imagine Garnet the entire house like, this bitch left me on red. He's definitely dying.
It's a very short response. Well, it's not that short. And this is not Untermuller.
Being known Garnet Tosaka is dangerous. I wear the Sargasso mask.
Garnet's ego inflates.
Oh my god, I'm dangerous.
You guys are talking about soul stuff, and I go from like very confused to like, and then to it's just like in my corner, just kicking my feet. Oh, and then I guess she pipes up when you guys are talking about soul surgery, and I could try to void a piece of you.
I mean, void a piece of me.
She's got a point. Like,
what would that do you think?
Well, if you need to cut a chunk out of your soul, I bet I could void it. And I've sort of learned to absorb energy, but
How
I haven't.
precise are you with your voiding of things?
We just have to definitely guinea pig somebody on that before.
Already
the
did,
final
dear.
hit.
I'd say you're still working on it.
Okay, shut up. We're great. Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm just saying there's a big difference between devouring somebody entirely and just taking out a tiny specific piece of a very complicated.
Oh, you're right. Okay, I'll work on it. I'll work on it.
I mean, even if Garnet can't be that precise, she's got a point that maybe once we extract this part of you, a Seer of Annihilation could be a great idea, because we don't know what happens to a wild chunk of soul when it's out in the ether, you know, because presumably that enchantment will still be active while that piece of soul exists. And its annihilation would presumably...
I think not active, but the energies would still be there. The power within it would still be there.
You rolled very, very high. If that that piece might stay bound together by the spell pattern on it, but if it was dissolved, which is what normally happens to souls, the lattice unravels into vital energy and psychic energy, and then it flows back into the universe. If it was dissolved, then it'd probably be gone.
But that piece of the soul would have to be taken care of in some way. Okay.
If it was voided, it would cease to exist. The list of things that have survived being voided is very small.
Was it like that? I thought it was like the void corruption, like how the void. Well, I don't know how we're defining what void corruption.
No. You're 100% on the right track. If you did this
okay.
successfully, you would eradicate the trigger of the spell, and Mantra would sustain some amount of void corruption.
Okay.
Doing this unsuccessfully could lead to his death, his accumulating. Well, yeah, if you cut his soul in half and it just starts like unraveling, he'll just die. His life force will leak out of his eyes and he'll die.
Not his eyes.
You could also cause extra damage, which would cause much more void corruption. You know, it's surgery, right? Dealing with part of a living organism, and you're using like an obliteration laser. If it's very, very precise, could be the perfect solve.
No, what's life without a little bit of void corruption sometimes, you know?
Normal.
Worth living.
Damn. For real. Okay, well, if we figure out a way without Tarsilmore to get this piece of soul out of me, then yeah, I'll trust you to void it, guard it. I trust that you can figure out how to with relative safety.
I mean, if you want to talk to the faculty about inviting a centuries-old necromancer back into the school, the capture of Tarsilmore to, figure out the infinite well of soul magic-based knowledge, I think is probably a better outcome than having the evil necromancer lich thing do surgery on you.
I mean, this was all to the end of actually fixing this problem, and if we're not able to fix it and Tarsilmore could, then the problem still exists.
We'll throw that away.
Also, I'm not quite inviting him in. I'm being like, hey, I'm here. But it seemed like he could just invite himself in if he wanted to. But I'm not against capturing him.
I think that's still worth bringing up.
It is. It is. I do fear that if we do tell anyone and plan to capture him, that he would just like know somehow and then wouldn't show up. I don't know how he works or how he could even be in here or watch or listen or whatnot. So
true, could be ears everywhere. I didn't mean that, John Tarsamore. I was just goofing around.
You know who does plan on doing soul surgery? Alex.
That is true.
Is this gonna come back to killing Alex saves us?
Yeah!
It's
And
all full
dissecting his
circle.
brain for knowledge. Yay!
That's new. That's a new addition to the plan. We haven't heard that part of the plan before.
Could work. I mean, well, I guess it'd be the Herald's thing. Would Alex really know what's going on? Maybe.
Did he ever? Just kidding. Just kidding.
not a single thing.
It's probably his idea.
Maybe.
Maybe we could roll up to Aeroleg and ask him, but I don't feel like deciphering poems, especially from an asshole. So
Yeah.
Comes all the more.
I guess I'm not going to recommend casting epic lore either. Then.
But while you are thinking about Alex, I was also thinking about the Herald Solve, and I feel that Naomi's probably the easiest one for us to get a hold of. If we talk to Inkashush, there's likely some manner of like spirit summoning that could be done on someone who doesn't have a corporeal form, and then
interesting
part where you come in, Garnet, voiding her ass,
yeah.
getting rid of one of the ingredients of what seems to be the Herald's overall mythos.
So avoiding the spirit of Naomi is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Can the void interact with spirits?
Build
like
your
that?
body, now I'm going to kill your soul. Double murder.
I didn't finish the job the first time.
But,
What was your question, Mantra?
Can void interact with spirits like that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I assume that the void can interact with all manner of intangibility. That's how the mantle of power of Boreas went away,
Yeah.
despite existing
That's
only
true.
theoretically.
It destroys matter and energy. It was
to
a
know.
form of energy. It cannot pass through most planar portals because it would interact with the portal and destroy the portal itself, which would have disastrous consequences. So it definitely interacts with non-corporeal metaphysical entities.
And I figure because she's not really a physical entity, maybe our necromancers might be able to, do a bit of a spiritual yank.
Worth a try.
You're still too young for me to talk to you about spiritual yanks.
But, yeah, like, Alex's brain's a good idea. Castlemore's knowledge is a good idea.
What's your brain blast, Garnet?
I don't even know where the freaking roll went. Oh, sorry.
You got dirty 20.
Me just Googling what the fuck Sargasso means and the fact that it has to do with seaweed.
Yeah.
So I just not trying to metagame, just
No, that's fine.
Am I smart enough to know that's a seaweed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All good. Carry on, sorry.
Oh, is this guy going to be a bullywug? Oh, that'd be a very cool void user.
Could while you guys talk, could I use that scrying orb, Mason?
Yeah.
Did you want to
go for it.
respond, by the way, to that last message, or did you just want to about it?
Well, I want to try to scry him with like no information.
Okay, cool. Go
Shits
for
and
it.
gigs.
Go for it.
So
yeah,
while they
go
talk
for it.
for a while,
It fails. 10 minutes later, it fails.
But you didn't even roll.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck.
I was holding
damn
this
it.
piece of seaweed and everything.
God.
If he is a void mask wielder, then he is likely shrouded.
Oh, Crone's camera is frozen for me. Is it frozen for anyone else?
Oh,
He's also
it is.
He's lost in
You're just like
Uh,
really deep
contemplation.
thinking there.
I assumed they were just pondering the orb,
We're pondering.
Who
the
up
one.
pondering the orb?
Oh,
God damn it. Gives
Well,
back.
turning it off and on didn't work, so I'll be back, I guess.
Hit it with the old F5.
I'll be back. What else might have a bit of soul in it to put inside mantra?
Soul surgery. I love this stupid game.
He asked me why I was hunting him. So did he say why? I think
What he said was, I heard you're hunting us down. Care to explain why?
Okay.
Well, now you can do the pitch. Join my cool Kids No Boys Allowed club and
Shadow Wizard Money Gang taking applications.
Not hunting you all down.
We
It's the
love murdering
arseholes.
kids.
I've been murdering their souls when they stick around.
It's a double homicide.
Shadow Wizard Money Gang, 2-tap those kids.
It's 25 words, right?
Yes, max.
As per my last email.
Okay, I have a response.
All right, go for it.
Well, I have many friends and more enemies. Which one would you like to be? I haven't made the consideration yet.
Okay. Logged.
Did you say it took an hour for that sending to come back?
Yes.
This motherfucker's a warlock.
I hate you so
Damn, what
much.
the fuck?
Ding, ding, ding.
Damn.
Investigator Athel was on the case.
Cooking.
Oh, you could capture a new person to be the new Dubasive. Nubasi!
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay. An hour later, the response comes back.
Got your ass.
I cannot say, for I have not the measure of you, your beliefs, your principles, your creed. Tell me what you believe.
Okay.
I believe
in a thing
D's
called
and nuts.
love.mp3 through sending. Oh, the pen pals.
All right, let's see. Crowan's doing a full compy reboot.
Oh boy.
Okay, I'm sure this is long enough.
Mhm.
Oh, I'd love to tell you, but sendings can only encompass so much, so care to meet, perhaps in dream?
But this is like the part of the scam where they tell you that everything, it's so hard to convey emotions over WhatsApp, and they like try to get you on a different. They never hit you. Yeah, they've hit you with those scams before, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're coming for me.
All right. An hour later, you have not received a response.
Oh.
A long rest this time.
Damn, clock is shit, man.
I'd say he's probably at least, it's got to be at least 5th level, right? I mean, if you just take into effect that there's ascending's a 3rd level spell, it's got to be at least 5th level warlock.
Yeah, if a mask warder was below level 5 on warlock, I'd be concerned.
That'd be crazy, right? It'd be like some Lobi having the Book of Seosh. That'd just be insane.
Some low bomb gamer.
Some student at Ioth Academy who also is the teacher's pet and also has a pocket full of artifact. You've been Elnow's project since you came here. Yeah, okay, Padawan. All right, we can go with Padawan. That's fine. We can accept that. Well, now seems like a good time for some exposition.
Oh, I love exposition.
Just some light exposition. I'm not sure how I was going to do this, but one thing I want to bring up is the fact that the Academy is currently in an odd situation where none of their long-term threats have been eliminated, but none of their long-term threats are in a position to attack them right now. It's kind of like, it's a Cold War. That really is what it is. It's changed to a Cold War. All the imminent threats have either been put down or have other things to deal with. Ithgos is at war with Andrew, but they haven't attacked for a while. They've been busy with other wars. The Sinister Horde hasn't attacked. Aphraxis hasn't attacked. Like, everything's kind of calmed down. So they have to reconsider their next priorities. And this is something that the three of you would become privy to because you sometimes call upon the Academy's, sometimes, often, frequently, call upon the Academy's resources. So you should know what they're prioritizing.
Mm-hmm.
Their current goals are to secure their own position and bolster nearby allies. So the Weeping Plague amongst the Dune Riders, the rioting amongst the Dune Riders, and the Weeping Plague spreading to Bothotlo are all top concerns right now. The Academy is starting to turn more focus to that. They also want to take out long-distance, long-term magical threats. They're not looking right now to wipe out armies. The Academy is not constantly on the march to blow up armies unless there's an army they specifically have to blow up. They'd rather conserve their power for other things. There are 3 targets by Elnow's decree that are currently at the top of the shit list, and 1 honorary, actually.
Honorary shit list. The honorable mentions on my fuck you list. The Death Note's got margins.
They just didn't make the top 3. They're in your top 8 friends, but those are Lamriel on Onderud, Alexander, and Tarselmore. Elnow believes that those 3 specifically constitute existential threats to the Academy, and wiping them out cannot wait. It can wait as long as it takes to do it properly, but it can never stop being worked on. And the 4th is Conscare. That is what they are most, aside from helping figure out what the hell is going on with the Weeping Plague and calming all that down, they want people to have some time to rebuild their own armies so the Academy doesn't have to field armies, because that's not really what it's here to do, and they don't have enough people to field armies on the regular. So they want to spend their time wiping people out, knocking people off the board.
Conscare and Tarsemore could be handled at once.
Do we
Alexander-
hear from Pevom about the plague stuff?
Yes, the Weeping Plague has proven to be extremely resilient to conventional alchemy. He could use some help.
Can we explore the diplomatic possibility of potentially offering to reimburse Brontha for a mana spend on some realm level healing magic?
I need to check to see if Brontha has the right rituals.
Because I assume they probably have better access to healing magic through their divine spec than we do.
Yes.
Welcome back.
All right, give me a moment and I will patch you in. The chat cannot hear you yet. Chat moving so fast, no one will notice that I don't have a favorite Disney movie or
Misplaced my main antagonist.
Oops. All right, and they'll never know what I was laughing at. Hey, back.
Yippee.
So, Crowan, the Academy right now, tactical strategic objectives are to stabilize their nearby allies who are currently affected by weird riots in the Weeping Plague. We're currently in discussions to see, and Brontha is fully invested in helping as well. They're already, like, they have an alliance with the Dune Riders. That's all squared away. You don't need to persuade them to help. What he could use is some alchemical assistance. More brains, more research.
Okay.
So I have that as a side activity that we can do today.
Ooh.
You don't necessarily have to do that immediately, but I do have that prepared for probably after the break. Garnet has been messaging back and forth. Did you tell your compatriots about these missives, Garnet?
No, because I felt like they were conversing about something else.
Yeah, we were deep in our soul studies.
The soul sauce. Crone, the only major thing that you missed is the fact that aside from protecting their allies so everyone can rebuild, because the Academy would rather not field armies all the time, because that's not really their thing. And if they do field armies, they only ever want to field them very close to home so they can't be caught off guard. Like, they always want to be like within striking distance of home. And all the attacks that they've done so far with their army have been like save up a ton of mana, drop on top of the enemy, nuke them from orbit, and have our army there, then go home. They're not for in the field. They want Brontha, the Dune Riders, etc. They want them to have the armies, and we're just going to support them. So getting rid of the Weeping Plague is a priority. That being said, there are 4 people that, as long as the Academy is not actively under attack, Elnell wants to work on killing. Lamriel, Alexander, Tarselnor, and Conscare. She feels that the Academy is best suited for dealing with complex magical threats. As good as we are at slaughtering armies by the thousands, we need to be focused on the things other people can't solve.
All right.
So
One
any
bullet can change everything, Roman.
So whatever you have going on with regards to those, the Academy is and the Archmage are willing to listen and consider offering resources. Wants their asses.
Okay.
Let me know when you're ready to go to bed on this specific day. This is just like, you know, a day from the montage. Legs is like hours ago, man. It's like 3:30 a.m. here.
Can I do a little dexterity check to draw a sketch of the fallen dragon in the cave?
Yeah.
Athel is going to try and pen pal Indrasica because he's feeling left out. tell her about the necromancer adventure. Just trying to keep that, you know, that line of communication open. Keep that source hot.
Okay.
No advantage, just the 16.
It's still a pretty good rendition. It's a pretty good rendition.
Yeah, and just put it in the diplomat's pouch because I think you told me he had one. Sketch and little account, you know, just gossip from the adventurer's mouth. Try and keep him sweet.
Delightful. I'm not going to write a letter at the moment.
Yeah, that's fine.
But he does tell you a little bit about Gior's enemies. Aside from Infernals, who tend to stay away from the city of the Bone Singers, their main cultural rivals are the city-state of Hathone, who they have. It's not the Thu'um, but it's very Thu'um-coded. They yell and use trumpets and stuff and amplify them with psionics as their attacks. And the two cultures have a long-stated rivalry and hatred of each other. So those two are constantly people who can magically shape bone with sound and people who can break bones with sound.
Oh.
He's not like, oh yeah, we're under attack. He's just like, oh, here's some interesting trivia.
No, we're just exchanging worldly information.
Yeah, exactly. If you hear anything fuzzy, it's because something fuzzy just arrived.
Yay.
Lord.
And on that fuzzy note, we're going to go ahead and go to a short break. When we come back, possible potion problems and sargassic situations. So don't go anywhere. More Ioth Academy when we return. Yeah, bye.
Matra, my arms are not noodly.
Macha comes walking
Why does
back
two
from the meeting. He's like, what did I just walk in on?
Oh, Macho isn't here. Oh,
infernal sword.
Yeah, you open the door. The sword is just like covered with evil runes on the floor on a plate, and you just see Garnet going.
my arms are noodly, right?
Do you think
yo.
you live that, Zweihander?
Yeah, you try it.
Your arms aren't noodly, but that thing is pretty big.
And evil.
And apparently evil. What is that?
If you allow it.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Since I'm falling with the horse,
Mhm.
and the horse is a horse
Of course,
of riding capacity,
Mhm.
can I use my reaction to jump, since I'm mid falling, jump off the horse onto the carpet, but using physics, since I'm jumping and using force to jump off the horse, it would now accelerate the horse towards the mirror and maybe cause a crack or shatter?
Roll an
Horse
acrobatics
bomb.
check to make the jump.
Oh fuck. I'm in danger.
Can I make a dexterity check to catch her, please?
Use your reaction and
Please.
make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. Sorry, mate. It's fake.
The last thing that guy said before I ate him was James. I swear to God, I don't know what's going on.
Ooh.
Thank you, Lux Lightly. Wonderful. Oh, fuck me running.
Small girls, just checking.
No, grown men can live for sword, Garnet.
Well,
Would you
I
like to
could
try?
eat a soul. I could eat a soul like a snack.
But I'm more thinking practical terms about swinging this fucking massive sword.
Well, what if
And
it turns him
honestly,
evil?
I'm sorry, but
Evil
your
Chad?
arms are small and noodly.
Excuse Matra, my arms are not noodly.
Macha comes walking
Why does
back
two
from the meeting. He's like, what did I just walk in on?
Oh, Matra isn't here. Oh,
infernal sword.
Yeah, you open the door. The sword is just like covered with evil runes on the floor on a plate, and you just see Garnet going.
my arms are noodly, right?
Do you
Right,
think
yo.
you live that, Zweihander?
Yeah, you try it.
Your arms aren't noodly, but that thing is pretty big.
And evil.
And apparently evil. What is that?
Mason and Athalor, swept up along in the fey magic of this party, said something particularly heinous about the professor who just dropped a pop quiz on them. Something incredibly insulting and a little bit louder than you intended.
Cancelled.
About Mason and Athalor, TL reads. What level spell is Twit longer?
You're underneath, wrench, screwdriver, acetylene torch, and you manage to disconnect. Now you're gonna have to get it over all these traps and pits and stuff. But on the other hand, you have a flying barbarian.
You have a flying.
Yep,
sword.
flying barbarian. Oh, that's exactly how we're going to
Weaponized
implement the
flying
ballista, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here I thought you were gonna attach it to the ship, but no.
I am this ship, baby.
Oh yeah.
Airstrike. Yeah,
We're gonna roll into Avernus, and we're not gonna actually have any kind of like doom buggy. We're all gonna be riding on top of just Crozet floating around riding a ballista.
How did you get a blip? No, it's just a flying dwarf.
Fly me close up. I want to hit them with my sword.
Who are we?
The companions of the Crimson Chain. All right.
If I was hungry,
Yeah.
and I kind of feel like I am hungry, and I kind of feel like each of you would fit in my mouth, so I'm probably just gonna eat you. But that just seems.
I mean, no. I mean, like, what else do you want to eat besides me? That's it. I'm gonna blast them. Oh, for fuck's sake!
And I'm gonna start with Miss Doubtfire over here.
Roll for initiative, please.
Son of a bitch! There is no way I can.
Quiet down. Are you guys dating? Are you guys a thing?
Mason doesn't respond.
Time and place, Garnet.
Wait, is Francisco saying that?
Yes.
I mean, a maze is quite a romantic date, right?
Mason, you saved her. Oh, see, like Mason's the one who did all the work. These are like his dogs, and he let us here, and he really was so worried. And we fought this big thing earlier, and Mason was just so cool.
Oh my God, the vouch.
Thank you for the Lambo.
Roll to vouch. Persuasion or deception, your choice.
Mason will try to say some of those things are true.
I had one thing left to do, and now she's getting frustrated because this motherfucker not listening. So, as like maybe blood is coming out of her nose or something from
Only a little.
necrotic damage, we'll just kind of start laughing, and we'll place the open book on her face like a mask, and say, "You will be alone just like me," in the exact word that Seosh said in that one time. Leaving you with a nice little cliffhanger.
Yeah, okay, bye.
What's happening?
Okay, so I had some idea that you were going to do something, but I never thought for a moment about using the book as a Vox mask. I have no idea what that does. I have not.
I don't know either.
Foggy. They call out to her in Draconic, and she responds.
Wait, do I also see Sventisco for a brief second through the orb?
Roll a perception check. No, you just see this guard walk out.
What do they say to her?
You been there the entire time? No. And she got a natural one, and she says, Sventisco. I mean, no.
She says her own name like a Pokemon?
Yes.
Oh, no.
I need everybody in the room to roll for initiative.
Oh.
Damn, that's so
want your
rough.
girlfriend. Shit.
That's, she got a natural one. I decided she just freaking panicked.
She's trying her best, okay?
And she rolled a 2
Don't
on the
make fun of
initiative,
her.
so she sits there like an idiot.
You know, you might be about half as capable of taking sword hits as me. But I will say, you did a good job making sure we didn't lose the gun.
Yolalair does a hearty laugh and he goes, "And you, my friend, are purple." And then immediately falls asleep.
So what does the hungry dark feel like? Do you smell anything?
I don't know if it's what I'm smelling, but it often smells a little bit like baked goods.
Well, that sounds lovely.
That does not.
Like cinnamony?
Ariana, no.
It's called the hungry.
Not hungry for the food. Hungry for dark.
But it's weird that it smells like something good. If it's supposed to be bad.
Are you hungry dark affiliate too? Ariana?
Huh?
Because you smell food all the time.
But I'm just hungry. I don't think I'm dark.
Well, we can get you in contact with our administrator and we can sort out this issue, but we do have to head on inside for an important matter.
Yep. Important matter's going to have to wait. Sorry. Slight matter of defamation of character. No, I've been read in entirely on your little mechanical big gob that you crafted up. And having my name bandied about inside that big fancy school of yours, getting all sorts of unwanted attention from the big horned man himself. Ooh.
Well, you sound and look like an asshole, so I feel like we did you a favor.
The negotiator, everybody.
Me and Ariana just swap characters for a second. Sorry, gotta go in. Fuck you, asshole.
Gone full Zara here for a moment. They were on their way to find Sig, Ariana's tutor, the head of magical botany, and someone who had already been a vector for the Infernals in a previous incident. And if Unter Meowler, the library cat, would get off of my stream deck so I could run the show, that would be fantastic.
Oh, is it Athalor time? Let me at him. Let me at that.
Regards.
I'll kill that little.
And we're back from outer space. Something about a sad look upon your face. Our heroes I assume that you've had a very busy day and you are ready to head to sleep. Barring any objections. Okay. All right. Garnet. That night, in what little sleep you take, you abruptly wake up. And the little amethyst charms and stuff above your bed are gently swinging.
I sense a disturbance in the force. What does that mean?
Roll an Arcana check.
Someone's trying to penetrate your dreams.
Little succubus moment.
Yes. Perhaps with different textual context and synonyms that are less sussy, but yes. Something just attempted to access your dreamscape from outside.
Can I send a you up sending?
To who?
Wait, can I send it if I don't know the name?
I don't think so. If you have to be familiar with them or in some capacity or like have the name or whatever.
You have a collect call from the Herald of Despair.
I'm gonna take the charms down and I'm gonna instruct Una to wake me up in 30 minutes using all means necessary. Beat the shit out of me if I don't wake up. Whatever 30 minutes or like dream equivalent of 30 minutes, I guess.
3 minutes.
Whatever that is. Okay. And I'm gonna attempt to go back to sleep.
Okay. You do manage to go back to sleep. There's a false start. Una bites you 3 minutes later, even though you hadn't fallen asleep yet.
Ow,
After
bitch!
she
Wait
is.
till I snore.
You don't snore.
Oh, cool. Hey, great. All right, give me like an hour then.
Okay. All right. And as you manage to make yourself drift off to sleep, despite the adrenaline and uncertainty that is anathema to unconsciousness, you eventually fall into a slumber. Roll a charisma check, please. You may also invite your friends if you'd like.
Hey guys, you dreaming about anything cool?
I'm driving a monster truck.
I'll like rope them in if it's some bullshit. I don't want to disturb. What if he's dreaming about a fairy princess? What if Mason's making the vertical fun or horizontal fun with Sven. Like I don't.
I'm being a dragon in my dream right now.
Yeah, exactly. That sounds way cooler than whoever the hell's trying to invade me right now.
Okay. All around, when you go to sleep, my stream deck is malfunctioning. I'm going to give out some XP. You have control of your immediate environment, but everything like 20 feet away from you is murky water and dense fog.
Hello?
My stream deck is still malfunctioning. Yes. As you said.
Oh, your thing kicked in.
Meet in dream.
Me and this cat.
Oh, Mr. Sargasso?
I wear the Sargasso mask.
Can I see what he looks like, or is this just a voice?
It's just a voice. It feels very much like the swamp water is talking. Or if not swamp water, you can kind of smell salt water. But you've never really spent much time by the ocean. It's not entirely a nice smell. There's some like sulfur there, maybe some rotting, vegetation there.
Kind of kneels down or kind of crouches down next to some of the water and just kind of looks at her reflection, looks to see if there's anything there, and maybe splashes the water a bit.
Absolutely choked with seaweed. Like the seaweed to water ratio is very, very high.
Well, you could have said you were visiting, or I would have taken the charms down, or I would have visited you. Make things easier.
Nevertheless, here I am.
What do you look like, though? I bet you're just a man covered in only seaweed, as she tries to conjure up a very sexy, muscular man only covered in seaweed.
Okay. You conjure that up.
Is that what you look like? Tell me what you look like.
I would only share this with a friend. And we do not know if we are friends. Thus, I am here.
Well, you're in my dreams, so you're not an enemy. So, and if you look like that, I definitely want to be friends.
Flesh is fleeting. All things must rot. If once I looked like that, I do no longer.
So, what does your mask do? And she conjures up the famine mask in one hand, Mirik's mask in another hand, Elnav's mask floats, her mask floats, and like, would you be good for the collection, or like, what do you do?
Is that why you hunt?
I don't hunt. I collect.
Is that why you collect then? To make yourself stronger?
Well, two of these masks are people who tried to kill me first. One of these is my mask. The other one is my master's mask. So, I mean, they started it.
Did you really? You kind of started it with the famine mask. That was kind of a scry and die situation.
Well, he killed people.
Okay, but he didn't kill you or any of your people. He was killing totally other people.
Well, hey, we showed up and they attacked. So, like, they didn't even...
There were fireballs dropped immediately. I'm fairly confident that it was a nuclear strike.
Well, DM argument aside, Garnet thinks that they started
it. All those explosive barrels.
Yeah, true. Explosive barrels did it.
Why did Myrick try to kill you?
Oh, are you in the mirror cult too?
And how did he fail?
Well, I put him in a jar and threw him in the void. Or, like, how did he fail, or how did he mess things up to be in the jar?
How is he gone and you are not?
Great question, honestly.
It seems improbable.
Ooh, you one of them, like, design is inexorable math people?
I simply wish to understand.
You friends with the other girl? Oh, what was her name? I'm actually also IRL forgetting her name.
Dakra.
Oh, yeah. Are you friends with Dakra?
Dakra does not have friends.
Sorry about that. But you know her. What about Andrasakar? See, I'm friends with Andrasakar. I can have friends.
I know Indrasakar. We are both old.
Oh. Okay. Well, what do you want to know?
Your creed.
You first.
Do a persuasion check for shits and giggles.
All things rot.
That's it? Like rotting things?
No. It is simply true. All things rot.
Yeah. If you leave them, they do that. Oh, for me, I don't want anything to do with anyone. I'm here at the academy to learn. I'm here to work, I'm here to serve, to rule, and to die. And I'm not here to tell anyone what to do. All right, I don't even know what to do myself. And
How will you rule if you will not command?
I'd like to do a bit of commanding. Yeah.
Then you will tell people what to do.
Yeah, when I know enough about what's going on.
Why do you want that?
Well, I know what's best. I think. I mean, I have a lot to learn, but I think I could just be the smartest one and avoid destruction and whatnot.
And what do you think is best?
To kill all the infernals.
Why?
Well, what do you mean why? Are you affiliated with the infernals?
I simply wish to understand.
Well, they're the bad guys. They kill people. They want to destroy humanity. They want to end the cycle. All that stuff.
No, they don't. They are its beneficiaries, as much a part of it as you are. Should the cycle cease, their desires would also cease. And to them, that is the same as denial, going unsated.
Okay, well, you know what I'm up to, so can we be friends? Or what's your creed?
All things rot.
Okay. Do you want me to help with that?
Help is not required. All things rot. I wish to understand what Myrick intended when he chose you.
I don't know. I guess people see potential in me.
It did not go well for him.
Yeah, well, he decided to mess around with Infernals, so he got what he deserved. Kind of ruined my life. So he picked the wrong one, unfortunately.
You are not the vessel. What did he intend? I wish to understand.
And even in Dream, you can tell that he's asking this out loud, but he's not asking you. He has no expectation that you would know the answer to this. It's almost a rhetorical question. It's almost as if he's asking on your behalf as well as his own.
Can I make an intelligence check to know if he's a warlock?
Sure.
Or is that... Is that
Undetermined.
warlocky enough?
Undetermined.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one's still up in the air.
She just starts poking the water to make him listen. And so, how long are you gonna keep that shroud up for?
Until it ends.
When does it end? I'm trying to come visit. Splash, splash, splash.
As you're splashing, you're like moving the seaweed around. Roll a wisdom check for me, please.
You do have an inspiration from a card.
And you have luck dice. It's been several days.
I know. I have more. I don't care. This is just,
Okay.
yeah.
Splash, 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 splash.
It ends when the vessel is found and the echo resounds. Seosh was once a vessel. Before he was changed. was empty. What is empty cannot be alone.
Well, you're making me feel alone right now by me talking to a bunch of seaweed. Actually, and she just grabs like a tuft of seaweed. I want to find you, and she rips it out, and she wants to try and pull his reels, like basically, I don't know, like pull him into the dream.
Roll a charisma
more
check. Roll a charisma check.
deeply. I don't know how to describe what I'm doing, but
No, I do. I get it. I get it.
You
do
little
the-
grass cuck, come to me.
inspiration, charisma.
Okay.
Yeah, let's settle with the 12.
As you reach in and you pull, it pulls like all the seaweed around you is like all tied to that one piece. And as you pull it out of the water, it heaps up and accumulates and rises into this enormous, large-sized, hulking form. Just a mass of seaweed. And as it stands there, arms and legs, still made of that same seaweed, split themselves off from it. And now it's just standing there, a thing made of seaweed.
Take your mask off, and she's gonna try and rip the seaweed off, and
Okay. Roll another charisma check.
Strips you in dream.
strips you.
As you keep on digging, and you keep on digging, and you keep on digging, and eventually near the center of it, you find bones.
A skeleton?
A skeleton, yes. It's not animate. It's not held together by magic. It's just like squished in fairly close to full form inside of this thing.
Huh. So you are pretty rotted, huh?
All things rot. I was once as you are. Now, I am not.
Well, show me what you looked like before you rotted. I'm gonna impose my will and force him to change his form? Question
Damn,
mark?
okay, roll it.
I need to know if you are.
I got a 3.
I got a lucky die that just to be sure. Oh no, he's hot.
Okay.
Please be hot. Please be
The
hot. please be hot.
seaweed doesn't
60 seaweed.
fall away. It just sort of like starts spreading out so that gaps form in it. And the bones remain. And flesh gathers around them. But it's almost blurry. Not blurry like mist in the way, blurry like your eyes are squished or something.
I don't remember. I am old. I rotted long ago. And then woke up again.
So you trained with Merrick?
Yes. After I rotted.
Oh. Did Seosh or Merrick do that to you? Make you
All
rot?
things rot. I did not accept this then. I refused to unravel. Now I understand. All things rot.
Well, water or not, I bet you are so comfortable sleeping right now, and you're definitely not going to think about where you are right now. Fuck. All right, lucky dad, lucky dad.
Could you say that it's in his seabed?
You're not thinking about where you are right now. You're not thinking about where you are right now. You're not thinking about where you are right
Give me your home address.
Doxed.
That Warlock's about to get banged.
A moment, please. DM.exe has performed an illegal action and must shut down.
Figuring out what the fuck this is.
There's just one other thing that I have to figure out.
Are you on the material plane?
Okay. I have figured it out. The scenario changes almost entirely. You are now... The water rushes up around you. And as it does, crumbling stone covered in slime and seaweed just also rises up from around you and closes in over your head. Down here, down below, in lightless depths where nobody else would be able to see, he floats, almost shapeless, just this ball of seaweed floating in the water. You can taste the salt on your lips. And so you can see you are somewhere underwater in a ruined structure. Roll a nature check, please. 13. Ocean. Deep, but can't be impossibly deep. You're not really sure which ocean, unfortunately.
Can I look up and see light? Or you said it was all dark, right?
There's a stone structure above you. You're inside an enclosed thing. Roll a perception check.
Oh, God. I'm bombing now.
Okay, it's not lightless depths, but it's very close to it.
Is there a chance that Gunnar can do a history check to try and determine what kind of building this would be, having been someone who's been in a lot of basilicas in their time?
Yes, you can do that.
Your Honor, thank you. My lawyer speaks.
Okay. This is construction typical of very important structures, ceremonial structures of a pre-Death of Arakura period realm, the island realm, the name of which I have to look up because I haven't thought about them in a long time.
An island realm. Well, we know that there are nautical structures on the west coast of the continent, off the coast of where the priest kingdoms are.
Mm-hmm.
There's also the Pearl Confederation to the east. They may have had some proto.
The Sacred Isles of Tateo. The Sacred Isles of Tateo. And with a 17, I can tell you that you know that they had some pre-Death of Arakura structures. Because the Sacred Isles of Tateo, their culture, people from their culture, from this time period the structure is from, founded Irilek. Irilek has since become very, very cosmopolitan. It's not just this culture, but like they were the original people who went out there, were summoned by genies to go build that place. So the structure reminds you of Irilek. It is not modern Irilek. It is older. And you know that after the death of Arakura, there was an attempted infernal insurgence in the Sacred Isles of Tateo, and Liban crushed it. She obliterated it. This is why like none of the island realms have fallen to the infernals because they are surrounded by the ocean and the ocean is angry.
Not the place I would have picked.
The water is getting colder, Garnet Tosaka. You should go.
The water is, in fact, getting colder. It's already pretty cold because it's deep down below, but it is rapidly, the temperature is rapidly descending.
Tries to like grab a piece of him, like almost like his hand, but is like just tries to grab onto us. She's like trying not to also float away. Wait. Just tell me who you work with. I've revived 2 people. I'm sure I can help you go back to your older self.
All things rot.
God, do you say anything else? Do you have thoughts?
Why turn back only to walk the same path to decay again?
So are you with Seosh when it comes to ending the cycle, or do you like to rot? Do you like when the cycle makes people rot and disintegrate?
Seosh does not need me. When the time comes, when the vessel is found, when the new gods repeat the mistakes of the old, I shall be there. Until then, I am with no one.
Oh, she kind of feels the water getting colder. Well, you know where I am. You know how to reach me. You're not on my list, if you're worried about that. But I'll answer more questions if we could talk a little more, but I gotta go now, so thanks for visiting.
It is very cold.
And in the water, you start to see areas of the water almost condensing nearly into ice, not frozen solid, but sort of like slush. Almost you have that active camo from Halo, it's like a transparent figure. And you can see it partially freezing into humanoid shapes. A few of them are around the Sargasso mask wearer. And those ones are very blurry and sort of distorted. The one standing closest to you, not immediately adjacent to you, but closest to you, is a dead ringer for your father.
Oh. I should really wake up now. She's kind of waiting for Una to wake her up, or like she's gonna try and wake up herself.
Okay. Roll a charisma check to wake up. 13. I'm just gonna roll a little. I'm just gonna roll a little dice here real quick.
Fuck.
Fortunately, his
You
modifier is also plus 13.
have not awakened, and the ice father reaches out and takes hold of your wrist. It's not
try to dodge it.
It's not a violent gesture, but it's piercing, painfully cold. At the same time, Athalor's mother, made from ice, stands next to you. Silent, but very, very frozen and cold.
She kind of turns to her and then back to Dad, back to her. Look, I'm sorry. I couldn't save you, okay? I'm sorry. Can I wake up now?
Roll another charisma check. As their grip tightens around your wrist, as their sorrow, their looks of disappointment. You are so powerful. You have wiped out armies. You can save these two people. And then suddenly your nose really, really hurts and you wake up.
Oh, God. Ow. Okay, I'm awake. I'm awake. Ow.
The time has not come. You were not good.
What?
You were...
Okay, great. Great. Thanks for waking me up. Kind of hangs the gems back up and kind of probably takes a while to fall back asleep, if at all, and yeah.
Okay. The following day, you may reconvene however you see fit. And if you wish, I should clarify something. I misspoke on the first half of the show. Pevom has not requested help. Pevom is knee-deep in the problem. Entirely focused, not talking to anyone. Not writing letters to anyone. He is locked in. Cyrus is working on this project. He is making progress, but he basically needs help with large-scale testing, experimenting, and data processing in order to try to narrow down what is causing this. The one thing he will say is that he believes that this is, and the others back him up on this is a disease that starts with the soul and then affects the body.
What do you mean, a magical pathogen rather than a physical one?
Yes, it's still, the infection vector is still not known. But it's not airborne and it's not based on touch. The pattern is, they believe there is a pattern, but they believe it is a supernatural or metaphysical one rather than a normal contamination cause. They haven't narrowed it down yet.
So you could cut that part out of their soul, huh? Theoretically.
Mason's gonna multi-class into soul surgeon.
Is he sitting with us, or like how are we being informed?
Yeah, Cyrus would be like at dinner, at breakfast, and he's got a little bit of, you know, up all night face going on.
Garnet does as well.
Mm-hmm. He'll reach out to hold Garnet's hand.
Kind of squeezes his hand and kind of looks at, like, if kind of tries to avoid looking at Athalor, but when she does, it's like a super sad, like regretful look before kind of going back to eating or listening to Cyrus yap about something.
Athalor decides not to press on it for now.
Oh, she's on her period.
These are why we shouldn't have woman mages.
It be Shark Week. It be Shark Week. Yeah, so as I said, I have a potion puzzle, which, depending on if you choose to engage with it, would assist. It's not required for that plot line, but if you choose to engage with it, it would assist with that plot line. And
oh, I love a puzzle.
All right. I'll load it up. Each of these that you solve will increase the progress towards a cure. Let's do one of these. Let's do one of these.
Oh, shit.
There's one more thing I have to grab. All right. So there are 4 techniques for preparing these and putting them in the cauldron. Each technique should only be used once per potion, and the order matters. And there's going to be some abstraction here because there's no way that actual potions would take this form. So or potion instructions would take this form. So consider this an abstraction of the research and development process.
Mm-hmm.
Also consider that the Dungeon Master closed that folder and needs a moment to open it back up again. You are also welcome to continue asking me questions, doing side scenes, etc., just while this is still up. Right.
So it's 12 plants, but 16 slots. What is going to be missing?
All right. Add handout.
Give me the one that
Edit.
spelled wrong. 2 D's and widow? What the hell? What the helly?
What the
After
hell?
Dr. John Widow, of course.
Widow with a D.
All right. And of course, since none of these potions have been confirmed yet, they're not named yet. Here you go.
Oh.
I'll read this out for everyone at home. Boterbloem goes into the cauldron. The soaked plant goes into the cauldron one place after the ground plant. Merkweed is the first plant to go into the cauldron. 4 plants are the second plant to go in the cauldron. I don't understand what that means at all.
Oh
Four
god,
plants are the
we're
second
so
plant to go
cooked.
into the cauldron. Pheasant's Eye, King's Folly, and the bruised plant.
Oh, so those all go in the second slot, theoretically.
The soaked plant is either Pheasant's Eye or the second plant to go into the cauldron. And the second plant to go into the cauldron is the ground plant. There are only 4 plants in this recipe, not 16.
I'm not entirely sure what the Punnett squares like. Is it right to left or like left to right is chronological order?
Yeah,
or...
1, 2, 3, 4. The columns are the order, and the rows are the method.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
So-
the thing went away. Come back.
I fix. Boop. I fix.
UI.
I can't move Merkweed. I don't know if anyone else can.
I fix.
Okay, so let's separate out the ones that we know go into the potion, which would be what
Boterbloem, yeah.
Merkweed. Who's got Merkweed? There it is.
4 plants are the second plant to go in. What?
Soaked plant is either Pheasant's Eye or the second plant to go in the.
Is the ground plant?
Can we just put this on 1, 2, or 3 without you getting mad?
You don't. None of this happens until you tell me you're actually doing it. This is all theoretical until you say, "Okay, we do this." So feel free
Merkweed
to
has
map
be
things out.
first.
Yeah.
What was that? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry. Merkweed, we think, goes first. 4 plants are the second. Pheasant's Eye. King's Folly. I can't move King's Folly.
Thank you.
And Bruised Plant.
Okay.
And then
I think
just
that's
say
saying
Bruised
the 4 plants that go into the cauldron are the second plant, Pheasant's Eye, King's Folly, and the bruised plant, which would tell you that the second plant is not Pheasant's Eye, King's Folly, or the bruised plant. I believe that is what that means.
We don't know what the Bruised Plant is.
I
No.
don't believe you know that yet.
Soaked Plant is either Pheasant's Eye or the second plant.
The soaked plant has to be third, whichever the soaked plant is.
I have all the solutions, by the way, so, you know.
Soaked Plant is either Pheasant's Eye or the second plant to go in the cauldron. So.
And it has to be ground.
Second plant is ground.
plants goes in one place after the ground plant. Yeah, so soaked is third, ground is second. I don't understand the 4 plants of a second plant to go into the cauldron.
It's saying the 4, put a V in front of 4. So the 4 plants are the second plant to go into the cauldron, Pheasant's Eye, King's Folly, and the Bruised Plant.
Thank you. Pheasant's Eye, King's Folly, and...
Are we allowed to ask, like, if Butterblom is in the ground or not, or in a tree? It looks like a bush. Cyrus would know.
I can look it up. I don't think it will be relevant.
Oh. Because it's not
Butterblom.
like a plant. Because a ground plant is not just a plant.
It doesn't.
that's on
Oh,
the
it means
ground.
you grind it. It's you ground it up, and then yeah, these are all techniques. These are all methods of preparation. That being said, it is used as an herb. It tastes slightly like butter, and it grows by the side of the road.
I don't know if we know the... Do we know if Merkweed is going to be bruised? Oh yeah, the bruised plant is one of them. Pheasant's Eye is probably going to be soaked as second.
The plant goes in the cold. Okay, maybe I can draw something here. I'm a visual person.
Oh, Pheasant's Eye
Oh.
couldn't be second. King's Folly and the bruised plant. Bruised plant would be Merkweed.
Goes in the cauldron one place after the ground plant. So we know the order has to be ground before soaked. Merkweed has to be at the beginning somewhere.
Yep, which is our bruised one.
Wait, Merkweed is bruised?
I think it has to be bruised as it isn't named here, apart from the first one. And the other 4 plants are the second, Pheasant's Eye, King's Folly, and the bruised plant. And we know that...
Oh, it says the second plant is the ground plant. So, Merc, ground plant, soaked plant. And the fourth... Do we know what the fourth one is or the last one is? They haven't said anything.
No.
Soaked plant goes into the cauldron after the ground plant. Merkweed is the first one. 4 plants are the second plant to go into the cauldron. A soaked plant is either Pheasant's Eye or the second plant to go in the cauldron.
I think the Pheasant's Eye is third and soaked.
Yeah, third has to be soaked.
Yeah.
It can't be the second, so Pheasant's Eye
Because,
needs to be
yeah,
soaked and third.
soaked plant is either Pheasant's Eye or the second plant. The second plant we know is ground, so it has to be Pheasant's Eye. So, yeah.
So that
Second plant to
leaves
go in the cauldron
King's
is the ground plant.
Folly.
Wait, explain to me, maybe I'm missing something, why Merkweed couldn't be chopped?
This is Merkweed is the first plant to go in the cauldron, so I just have
Yeah.
that first. I don't know what it is
Yeah,
yet.
yeah, but like you were saying that it has to be bruised, Merkweed?
Because if we look at the 4 plants that are in the cauldron, the first one is the second plant to go into the cauldron, which we know is ground.
Yeah.
Second one is Pheasant's Eye, which we know has to be soaked.
Oh, I don't know if it needs to be bruised. I just had it there.
Yeah, but like they were saying, it does. I think. But continue.
I think the bruised can be 2 options.
Oh, okay.
It can either be the Butterblom or the King's Folly. No, wait. Can't be the King's Folly. The King's Folly is not the bruised plant, so I think it has to be Butterblom. Because the King's Folly goes in last. And it will take the remaining method, I assume. Where did all of our plants go?
They're right there.
Okay, so I think Butterblom goes in, and we know that much. So plant goes in one place after a ground plant. We know that Merkweed goes in first and is probably bruised. Second plant.
Then King's Folly would be last and be chopped?
I believe so. And we need the Butterbloom to go in and be ground.
How do we tell if it's bruised or ground?
Well, let's now compare what we have against our list of criteria here. So the Butterbloom goes into the cauldron. Yes. Soap plant goes into the cauldron one place after the ground plant. Yes, that is our pheasant's eye, which is soaked after the ground plant, which is Butterblame. Merksweed is the first plant into the cauldron. Still true. 4 plants. The second plant to go into the cauldron. Butterblame. Pheasant's eye. Yes. King's Folly. Yes. And the bruised plant, Merkweed. Yes. The soaked plant is either the pheasant's eye, which we have, or the second plant to go to the cauldron, but we know the second plant in the cauldron has to be the ground plant. It fits all of these variables.
Yeah. Wait, would it also fit if King's Folly was bruised and Mercury was chopped? No.
Let
or
me
does
check.
Or wait, no, it'd be like this.
Merkweed needs to be first no matter what.
Yeah, but it could be chopped and King's Folly could be bruised.
Let me see what they say about bruised. That's also very acceptable, I think. Yes. No, because there are 4 plants and King's Folly and bruised are mutually exclusive in our list.
Oh, you're right. Okay, it has to be this.
So I think that this satisfies all the conditions in the text.
Yep. Submit.
Would you like to submit this potion and attempt to brew it?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, why not?
Potion making noises, bloop, 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 and then bloop, and a huge puff of smoke, and then some like ding, 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 ding. Congratulations, you have successfully completed this experiment.
Hooray!
Nice.
You may.
I love puzzles. Thank you.
You may attempt another if you wish.
Oh, I mean, I'm down.
Another?
I like.
You
puzzles.
may if you wish. If
yeah,
you have
let's
other
do it.
business to tend to, please feel free, such as discussing any mysterious things that happened in your dream. But
I'm also willing to be locked in the dark tower while other things are discussed, solving plant puzzles.
I will put the next puzzle up regardless, but
I'm
we
down
can
for another
multitask
puzzle.
and do other scenes as needed.
I'm down to doing that another puzzle. How many do we have?
We have plenty, and you do not have to do them all. The more you do, the more progress will be racked towards the thing. And if you want, I can send you some. If you do them as part of your stream, you will still get credit.
Okay,
so
so this is
all
the same 4 ones.
Yeah. King's Folly must be soaked. The third plant must be ground. Buttergum goes directly after King's Folly. Merkweed goes directly after chopped. Okay.
So, King's Folly must be soaked. Third plant to go in the cauldron must be ground.
Yeah, maybe what we should do
Butterblossom.
is try and put them on the like axis of method.
I was going to say
And,
evil, but that makes more sense.
But we don't know the order.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and if we put
just
them all on one, just so that we can look at how they might shake out.
move around the order as needed, I guess.
Yeah, I'll just do my own little notes up here.
Yeah,
King's Folly
sure.
must be soaked.
Third must.
Ground. Goes in the cauldron directly. Oh, you're muted.
+1 XP. I'll read this out for chat real quick. Pheasant's Eye goes into the cauldron. King's Folly must be soaked. The third plant to go into the cauldron must be ground. Boterbloem goes into the cauldron directly after King's Folly. Merkweed goes into the cauldron directly after the chopped plant. You could also scribble like blocking things out or circling specific, like 3 has to be what? Chopped? Ground. 3 has to be ground. So like you can block out the other squares in that row.
You know, MS Paint is my friend, I think.
Yeah, directly after King's Folly, which is soaked.
Okay.
Okay, so this is all about determining which one's first.
I'm guessing they don't keep the properties of the previous potion. Oh. Oh, wait. King's Foley must be soaked. King's Foley.
What if King's Folly must be soaked when we have both to blame? Goes directly after. And Merkweed could be.
Cauldron after King's Foley.
So Butterball must
No,
be
third plant must be ground. So Merkweed would be.
I might have it. Well, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna put my order on. Or wait, oh, does someone else do it? Is this it? Can I put my order in here and then we talk it out?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that would be there. That would be there. That would be there. That would be there.
Okay, let's run through the list. Pheasant's Eye must go into the cauldron. True. King's Folly must be soaked. True. Third plant to go into the cauldron must be ground.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. That does not work.
Can you undo your things? So I need to see if mine's is good for all of the conditions. If you just press Control Z for undo.
Control Z, yeah.
Oh, okay. I think,
I'm pressing a bunch of Control Z's. But...
don't worry. Let me.
Okay.
I have a hypothesis as well.
Okay.
But it's not.
Go ahead and test it.
Are you playing around with the icons?
No, it's okay. Let's do yours.
Okay, let me. So what was the first one? Pheasant's Eye. Wait, let me just do the. King's Foley is soaked. Otter is chopped. Merc is. Oh shit. Goes into the cauldron after the chop plant. What did I write this? Oh, King's Foley must be soaked. Okay. Now I'm
Oh, I for sure have it now. I for sure have it now. Unless I like that you do yours first though. It's the other thing.
Let me remember what mine was.
Write down. Open a notepad.
Better blame and directly after a chopped plant. So I think that this, and then I think I had this. I think this was my solution.
That is also the one that I just got to, yeah.
Let's check it against the variables. Pheasant's Eye goes in the cauldron. Yes. King's Folly must be soaked. Yes. Third plant into the cauldron must be ground. Yes. Bloom goes into the cauldron directly after King's Folly. Yes. Merkweed goes into the cauldron directly after a chopped plant. Yes. 5 for 5.
Yup, that's it.
Sweet.
Okay. As you add all these ingredients to the cauldron, there's a puff of smoke, and your test results are successful.
Yay!
By analyzing the data and testing all of this, you have determined that contagion never passes between strangers.
That's good.
It's passed by knowing their name. It's fucking perverted fey magic.
If you succeed in another one, you'll be able to test that hypothesis, and I'll tell you if it's true or not.
One more.
Yes.
More puzzles.
All right, we'll try the next rank up.
Oh, okay. New rank.
And yeah, actually, to make this more interesting, if you have a hypothesis you'd like to test, I will allow a potion puzzle to give you a yes/no on it. So right now we're seeing if it's based on fey magic or if it's related to names.
Oh, okay.
So we're doing which one now? 1B or
2A?
2A.
Either. Oh, we've got an either or.
I'm gonna move all these out real quick. Yeah.
Some
Pheasant's
time.
Eye goes in the cauldron. Okay.
MS Paint, my friend.
First plan to go in the cauldron is either. So.
Okay.
I'm actually starting to move my freaking windows around now so I can.
Go full Minority Report
Only
on this.
goes into the cauldron second.
Is either sicked or bruised? So.
Mercury goes into the. Oh.
So the chop plant must be second.
Goes into the cauldron sometime before the merkweed. So then it has to be second. King has to be chopped.
Mm-hmm.
Maiden Bliss goes into the cauldron one place before the bruise plant. So then first one has to be soaked. Because it's either soaked or bruised, and Maiden Bliss has to come. Maiden Bliss has to come.
No maidens.
Okay, Merkweed's somewhere on like the third axis. I'll just put that there.
One place before.
So we're dropping
Wait,
we're dropping Bird of Bloom for Maiden Bliss, I assume. One place before the bruised plant.
First one has to.
Goes into the one place before the bruise plant.
King's Folly third. What?
King says it's second. Merkweed is third. Top plant goes in the cauldron sometime before Merkweed.
So it has to be King's Folly because for first plant it's either soaked or bruised.
I think King is second and it's chopped. I think the first one is soaked. Third one is Merkweed, obviously. We have to figure out where Pheasant goes. And
But that. Wait a minute.
There appears to be a logical inconsistency.
Yeah, this doesn't make sense.
Let's point out to me where the inconsistency is.
It's the one place before the bruised plant when there are only 4 slots. But the first plant is either soaked or bruised, which would mean that it would either be in the 0 slots or that leaves bruised as the 4th slot, which has to be Merkweed. Like Maiden Bliss can either exist here in third or like at 0.
But it can't exist third because it says Merkweed goes in third.
Can it be first? One place before the bruised plant.
Bruised plant. So King's Folly would have to be bruised.
Oh yeah, no, they just when these instructions came in from the field, whichever field alchemist filled them out made an error, and so by locating the logical inconsistency in their error, you have assisted with the research. The puzzle is borked, and you have confirmed it is not based on names.
Okay. Hypothesis is wrong, and Maiden Bliss is a
Maiden
dimensional
Bliss.
paradox.
Maiden Bliss.
Yeah.
But you said it is or isn't based on names?
It is not based on names.
Okay.
And as I said, I'm happy to give you more of these if you want to do them on your own streams with chat's help and just test your hypotheses. As long as you have that like little thing of like, oh, here's the solve. If you do that before your games or stuff, I will hook you up with these. Otherwise, unless you have a scene to close out on, unless you have some business to discuss, I think that's everything I had tonight. I apologize. I had very little time to prepare tonight.
I'm having a great time with my plan puzzles. Don't you worry about it.
yeah, we can do another plan puzzle then.
If you guys are down, I have lots more of these. And if
I'm always down to do another plan puzzle.
And if you can prove that the puzzle sucks, as you can see, that still counts.
Find the logical inconsistency in the instructions.
Yeah, that sounds like, wait a minute. Wait a second.
All right. I'm gonna give you another one from that same rank, and we'll see if it's actually possible. What hypothesis would you like to test?
So what? Strangers can't share the disease.
It never transmits between strangers.
And not through touch, and hits the soul before the body.
And it's not based on true names.
Is it based on like some shadow shit? Like your shadow gets infected or something beyond you is getting infected somehow? Or like something in the ethereal is diddling you or something in the shadow plane's diddling you?
Okay, so you want to test if there's an extraplanar influence involved.
Strangers never
If it's affecting the victims somehow through a different plane of existence. Is that correct?
Yeah, because then maybe it's like contagious within a group, but it's not something they can see, and it has to hit their soul first. So it's something in another plane. I mean, I just want the party to sanity check me, unless they have a better question.
Yeah, I think that's a solid question.
Yeah, I think my next hypothesis will be that it's done via conversation, but I think that we should rule out the planar ship because given that we don't know of any other transmission vectors, that's probably a good one.
You can have conversations with strangers.
Whoa.
Ooh,
True.
mind blown.
Fun fact that you
I
out there on
do
the internet
not.
may not know.
I mean, truth, but also strangers can see your shadow.
And
Also
the
true.
plague is only within one region. It hasn't spread
It
anywhere.
has spread. It's spread to Kanar, and the Danox tribe basically moved in with an army of paladins because they have one of those, and just healed everybody and just like wiped it out. It was a large-scale mobilization. They have an alliance between those two dragon tribes.
Is it spread through memory?
We're gonna go with: is it extraplanar? Is the transmission vector extraplanar? We're gonna go with that one for this puzzle.
You can remember a stranger.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, let's see if this one makes any goddamn sense.
Okay, Pheasant's Eye goes in the cauldron.
That or like dream, because like when you get killed or some shit happens to you in dream, it can also. But I guess that would be a part of the extraplanar. But I think it's either dream or some plane. Like when you die in dream, you get like all fucked up in real life after. But it has to affect you in
And
dreams.
you tend to
first.
not have strangers in your dreams.
Yeah, I guess. Not typically, I guess.
Vertebrae must be bruised.
Oh shit! I didn't get the pop up. Can you pop it up for me?
Repopping. Stand by. Pop.
And Merkweed. Okay, I believe these are the 4 plants we have to work with.
Since eye goes in the cauldron. Asian must be.
Merkweed.
Ground plane goes into the cauldron, one place after Merkweed. So it has to be like this. Goes into the cauldron, one place. Bruce plane goes into cauldron, one place before the chopped. Ground plane. Ground plant goes in the cauldron, one place before the bruised plant. So then Merkweed is bruised. Water blue must be. Wait, what? Wait, no. Wait, my plant.
My plant.
Get your hands off my flower, man.
Asian must be ground. Ground plant goes into cauldron, one place after the Merkweed. Oh, after the Merkweed.
Yeah, I'm doing sanity checks as we go just to see if there is a time paradox.
Merkweed. Ground plant goes into cauldron, one place after the Merkweed.
Oh, I was muted. I think I have it solved.
Oh, wow, look at you.
Would you
What
like
you
to
got
solve
for
the
us?
puzzle?
Merkweed, so I can just move it. Unless, Jen, you want to finish yours? Or-
No, you're fine.
Okay. Oh god, my cat's in the way of my second monitor.
Bean is just sitting in front of Roll20, blocking the entire thing.
Hair and pheasant size there. Okay.
Okay, check the criteria. Pheasant's Eye, yes. Halcyon must be ground, yes. The ground plant goes into the cauldron, one place after Merkweed, yes. The bruised plant goes into the cauldron, one place before the chopped plant.
Wait, yes. Bruised is
Yeah,
one place before the
butterbloom.
chopped.
Oh, yes, my bad. I was looking at Hazian. And the
Okay.
ground plant, one place before the bruised plant? Yes.
Yep, Crampling one before the bruised, and Butterblum is bruised.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks right to me.
Bloop, bloop. Poof. Success. The transmission vector is extraplanar.
Hey.
Okay.
Oh, look
Good
at
to
you.
know, good to know.
Would you like to try something else?
Extraplanar.
Shadow potion money game.
Can we ask if it's dream? Does anyone want to get into specifics?
You could ask that.
Yeah. Make a bastardized Mordain.
Oh, does it affect elves? Because then elves don't dream.
Does it affect elves?
I mean,
That's
yeah,
good.
that's
I
just
mean,
a-
whether we could just go directly, is it in
Yeah,
dream or do elves?
that's
or
just field
we just
reports.
common knowledge know if any elves are affected?
No elves have been affected.
Well, there you go.
Bam!
There you go.
There you go. Holy shit, the deducer has arrived.
Go and do all the hard work. I'm gonna just move my little brain cells around.
You always solve this with
joke, but funnier
statistics
looking
and
ass.
numbers. Census data. Big
So it
thunks.
is dream.
And somehow, well, actually, it's because oneiromancy is not widely practiced. You are the first ones to realize this.
Okay, so just no one sleep.
Easy, forehead. Just don't sleep, forehead.
I guess if
Do we
people
know?
have the little dream charms like we do, then maybe they couldn't be affected.
Does that mean we need a dream cure?
Healing magic, divine healing magic does work. Paladins were mid-level paladins were able to remove this. That level, like a Cure Light Wounds level 1 spell, doesn't do it. So you don't necessarily need a dream cure, but nobody's mass-produced something that's like cheap and easily dispersed. Danox basically took military action to solve it.
Does a lesser restoration work or only a greater restoration?
I
Or
think
does
Lesser
either work?
restoration deals with like most disease, right?
Muted.
Stream deck moment.
Yeah, stream
So
deck
it's usually
moment. I press mute, and then I press it again, and then like 5 minutes later, it double taps me. Lesser restoration does cure it, but Ioth Academy is unusual in terms of its sheer density of spellcasters. Most places are not like that.
Okay, so what we're looking at here is probably more of a logistical fix than a medical one, like mass deployment of like dream charms.
We should see if this is Herald related too. Is there any way to see if there's some cold shit involved or like the dream toxin that we recovered physically that one time? I guess it's not a physical thing, I guess. I guess it's dream first, but
Well, we can call him a sage, no?
oh, you're muted.
Oh, and we're muted.
It's
Maybe
called the
it's
Weeping
like-
Plague because it causes people to excrete tears from their eyes. You could run a test on those using the Herald Ice as a countersample to see if there's any connection there.
Well, they're probably fucking getting despaired to shit in their dreams and they're crying.
Yeah, that's the only way that the Herald can affect people, right? Is within dream right now, so could make sense.
Is he looking for a host or something?
No potion puzzle required. I can always come up with more bonuses for doing them. No potion puzzle required. Their tears do show trace signs of the Herald's poisonous psychic poison ice.
I'd like to call in I'd not like to play a consultancy card with the resident best neuromancer in the world.
Yeah, she will. The moment you present all this stuff, the sage was very suspicious about this, and she's suspicious about all the fighting that's been going on, the rioting that just started up out of nowhere. She's gonna go immediately. She's just gonna like go down to the Dune Riders right now to go work on this.
Are the bastards pulling a combo move? We got like Teleback and Despair's Herald in this?
How would you figure out any Tilbekian influence?
Mostly just from mob violence, really. Generally, Despair's Herald tends to be a very internally focused pathos about uncovering lies, shames, and regrets, rather than outward violence towards others. Generally, he wants the harm to be done by the person who's receiving the harm. Whereas the riots and violence are generally either Azulian or Telebekian.
When Uzulian, and this is all out of character, so we're not rolling a million D100s right now. When Uzul riots start, it's not usually family and friends turning on each other. It's usually a cult that has infiltrated the society, committing acts of terrorism, basically. And that's definitely not what this is. This is sudden conflict between Naramans and Dune Riders, who should be very close, very culturally aligned and everything, suddenly sparking into violence. Your Tilibekian theory, the Muintiori like it. They haven't tested it in any way, but they do like it. They could spend realm magic on this if you wanted.
I don't know if we've got a means of capturing a hordeling and then comparing the behavior. To not realm magic it.
Wait, did Una say if I was crying when I woke up?
You were tossing and turning and sort of making those like, I can't cry because I'm asleep and my body's paralyzed, but I'm trying to.
So it's like it takes time for it to affect you then. It can't just be a one night dream thing. It's like a slow progression. Because we've fucked around with the Herald and we're not like...
This is new. Plenty of people have fucked around with the Herald and they didn't contract this.
I mean, and we know that there's a working potential relationship between the Space Herald and Tillabek because Alex was traveling with the Sinister Horde, or whichever horde was in Vikara Wastes.
It was a Sinister Horde.
And the Dune Riders are the main obstacle between their potential position to the south and Ioth Academy. They're the main civilization that's in the way.
These riots are one of many. Like the news has been saying riots break out here, riots break out there for months now. Most of it has been pretty far away from you, or it's been like taken care of immediately. But there's just been these random rage outbursts going on, civil unrest, without a unifying force, just sort of violence against each other, violence against groups. It's been all over the place, not just amongst the Dune Riders, but they do match the pattern.
What if it's just like you sleep like shit, so you're a little grumpy? I'm just ready to throw hands with the government. I mean, I'm one bad dream away from doing that.
Well, you know what? That's a slightly different circumstances.
Okay.
And you're right, and you should say it.
Lyman did not get a 4-hour nap, so it's down with the IRS.
Well, the thing is, the sleeping plague has only spread to a few nations, whereas the rage riots have been all over the place.
Oh.
But the rage riots have also been in the small incubator of the Weeping Plague, right?
Yeah, the two of them
It's kind of
coexist
there.
right now, which is why the Dune Riders are having such a bad time.
Okay. So we can probably put Weeping Plague down to Infernal Influence, riots are probably down to Tillabek. At least one of them should hopefully get sorted out by the Sage helping out over there. As for the riots, I don't think any of our tests have really given us anything about that. In fact, I don't think that Cyrus is even working on that one.
Nope, Cyrus is focusing entirely on the Weeping Plague.
Yeah,
Pet Bomb is trying to deal with both problems.
Athel is going to leave the alchemy chamber and look for a book on Dieterith.
Okay.
See if there are any stories of Dieterith calming social unrest.
Yes, you have been in one of those stories, actually.
Yeah.
In the capital of Saparziku, his presence turned their wrath to grief and allowed them to work with you. You've done enough studies, you've done enough fanboying that you absolutely know he has that kind of power.
Generally, in the stories, does he always go through the same process of turning wrath to grief? Is there like a cycle of emotions that Dieterith tries to channel people along?
Yeah, well, I mean, grief if there's something to grieve, you know? Like the Saparzikans
lost.
Yeah, I mean, lost Naramu, that's something fucking worth grieving over. It's basically he arrives and then he allowed
or their music, their presence, their words allow people to sort of feel what they're actually feeling instead of what's on top of it, or however it's manifesting itself. And also, they just have like really high level bard magic.
I was going to say, maybe if I'm in Euphoria clued into this, it's time to turn some of the Academy's bardic players towards this kind of research. As a resident sorcerer.
One other thing that I will say, unless someone was about to say something. Tillebeck almost certainly draws power from the chaos, from the mob violence. The more of it there is and the longer it goes on, the more energy he is able to harvest from it. So too, the Herald is able to feed on despair and the extinguishing of hope. That provides him with, effectively, magical energy, which he can then direct and use according to his abilities.
Is Imago the same with Vanity? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, your question first.
Yes, but Imago tends to focus more on individuals than mass scale. The Herald mostly does individuals as well, but he destroyed the civilization that was north of where Katka lived. They all got, he harvested all of that, the weeping of their downfall. So Imago could definitely do something similar on large scale with Vanity. Go ahead, Garnet.
I think she'll just, once we kind of realize the whole dream stuff, and what she just experienced, she's gonna get a sending spell or scroll, or whether she has one or not.
You can get
She's
one.
gonna message Hevom and, hey, I know we haven't talked in a while. Please put gems up before you go to sleep, and whatever the specific ones are. All right. Good night.
Hevom does not respond.
Okay.
And it is on that bitter note that we shall end tonight's adventure. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on episode 182 of Book of Dawn Ioth Academy.
That's being helpful.
That's
it.
Bitch.
His ass dead.
Uh-oh.
Yes, episode 183 will be the mystery of Pevom's scorched remains. And on that note, I bid all of you adieu.
What the fuck?